I used to be somebody before that freak Ayuz sent his army south and ruined everything. We had a nice racket going on in the land of the Freelords, or what the rest of the Flanes calls the Bandit Kingdoms. We had a territory we ran, and we hustled and stole what we could from who we could. Sure, we fought amongst ourselves, and I'd just as soon stick my dagger into someone from the Freelords as anywhere else. But we always banded together when an outside force threatened all of our businesses. But all that changed when Ayuz came a-calling. Half of the Freelords joined forces with Ayuz to save their skins, and the other half got wiped out or sent packing to the other lands, or down into the rift. I was no hero, and neither were any of my mates. So after the massacre of Steelbone Meadows, we did what any guys in our situation would have done. We hightailed it out of there. The only problem is that everywhere we went, there were old enemies waiting. After finally getting corralled by the Ernst soldiers, I was left to rot in a dungeon, waiting for them to decide what to do with me. The way the guards look at us, I don't think we're gonna like what it is they have in store.
Well, there you go.
Oh, Adam, they're all your fault.
That's true. I'm gonna.
Anyway,
go,
hey, everybody! Welcome to episode 33 of Return to the Bandit Kingdom.
Yeah.
I am your illustrious dungeon master, Will DM, and
now, everyone else but Adam and Will have echoes. They still have echoes. They shouldn't.
no, man, I got echoes.
It's just more like the voice from God when I speak.
Yeah, they're all speaking through one of those Pringles cans. Is the problem?
Here's the thing: it is important to get the echo gone because this will eventually become a podcast at some point.
Yeah. All right. They're good now. They're good now.
Go.
Maybe it was.
Could
I
have
mean,
been
it's
the delay.
only episode 33, guys. We're still working out the kinks.
yeah, right.
Still learning the.
I couldn't even get this thing started on episode 1. So.
Right? We're coming
What
along
was
like
that?
all the time.
It was kind of funny because, like, when we first started out, it was like 45-minute delay, 40-minute delay, 35-minute delay. It just kept going down.
Yeah, now we're down to a 12 minutes.
Except, but then it was like 90-minute delay. There'll be a couple spikes.
Yeah.
Those
There was a
session
time we
zeros were
almost
brutal.
didn't
That
play.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were. It was like an hour almost.
Oh yeah.
That was
Because-
a Will. That was when I was away, though.
That was
wasn't
yeah.
my
That
fault.
was.
So
one
why
of
don't we
my-
just get started instead of reminiscing about all the fuck ups that we've had?
this is what they call quality bonding
The
time.
clip show. This is the beginning of our clip show.
Well, anyway, I'm Will DM, the dungeon master of this illustrious game, Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. Let's go ahead and introduce our cast, and then we'll go into a bit of a recap. So why don't we go ahead and I don't feel like we've started with Steve for a while, or who's the last one that started off?
Michael did last time.
I got to start for the first time ever last time.
Yeah. So
Don't
we're
get too
definitely not
comfortable.
going
That
back-
was it.
Yeah.
One and only.
Probably the first time ever.
Yeah, so we're not going back to Michael today because we don't want to get comfortable with that stuff. So it's between Steve and Raleigh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go.
Oh, just pick one. This is
Steve. There you go. All right.
Hello, I'm
All right.
Steve.
Yes.
As has been announced several times, I will be playing Wyndon, a bit of a, I want to say a scallywag, but an opportunist for sure, and he's just treading water, trying not to drown in the endless dark that is become his life at the moment.
wow. That's
But
deep.
yeah, he's trying to make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
So there you go.
He's a career criminal who is
sure.
pressed into doing wicked, nefarious deeds for a wicked, nefarious person
With his gang.
with his gang of the Press Ganged Opportunists, as they like to be referred to.
Yes, they love it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that having been said, let's go over to Michael.
Oh, I'm second this time.
You're second this time.
This
with
is your
that,
first time
really.
being second.
Well, no, I think I've been second a few times, but
Always a
bridesmaid.
bridesmaid.
yeah,
Don't
never gonna be a bride. No.
Yeah.
That's quitter
But I am
talk, and I
Michael,
won't
and
stand
I'm
for
Playing Ash, who is a cleric who's conflicted currently, but who is definitely on a desire to kick some ass and chew some bubble gum, and he's fresh out of bubble gum, I believe is the quote.
That is the quote. That is the quote. I have to say, even though Ash is conflicted of whether or not he wants to serve his current god, I still have a feeling that whichever god he would gravitate to would kind of be slightly evil. I'm just
Well, it's, nurture. That's how he grew up. So that's all he ever really knows.
Oh, so when he's being mean to people, that's just his showing affection.
Right.
All right, I got it. Okay.
The more evil he is towards you, it's like a big hug.
Oh, so the love of
he's been very sweet then.
Yeah, so the love of your life is actually Hardchuck. And if you don't know who that is, you got to watch some backgammon. All right, excellent. Okay, so go ahead, Raleigh. It's your turn.
So I'm Terrace. I play Raleigh, sometimes Morgan. And Raleigh's just, he's happy to be here. This has turned into a nice little adventure. Saw some people, killed some people, invaded the city of orcs. These are great stories. And
now you've invaded another city of orcs.
well,
It's actually a fortress.
Fortress of orcs. Fair enough.
Live to tell this tale.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess. And you know what? To make you feel better, Michael, for the person who's gone last the most has always been Adam.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, everybody. I'm last. It's Adam. One day I'll go first or even second. But
Never.
Today I'm last.
Over my dead body.
Fair
Isn't there a
enough.
song
That's
about
fair.
first being last or something? I don't know.
I feel like this is a good place to draw a line in the sand.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm playing Talon. We can move on now.
Does Talon actually have talons?
No, just a nickname.
You know what? Technically, he could.
No, it's just a nickname.
We have to teach you the alter self spell. Grow yourself.
Well,
some
if because now let's think about it. You can summon weapons.
Yeah.
You could technically summon talents.
you can summon like those like ring claw things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you ever feel like doing that,
Maybe I will.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome
will,
for the
yeah.
best idea ever. That's right. That's what I'm here for.
All right. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and I'll dive into a little bit of the backstory for all those who are, if you're just catching us for the first time, or
We're not going to go all the way back to the beginning, are we? Just
No.
go to YouTube/Mr. Adam PL. There's 32 fucking episodes you can go back and watch.
So there's some guys who got their
That's
souls
roughly
taken,
100 hours.
under the bed,
Yeah,
they robbed a caravan. Some other shit happened. Right now we're breaking into a fort full of orcs to try to steal like a book or some rolled up piece of paper or some shit.
We're not really sure. We're just there to steal.
Yeah.
the super.
We're killing orcs along the way, so Silver Wolf can rest easy
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
getting after.
So the super sweet short version is they were refugees in another country that had their souls stolen.
No, Lee Kim has it right. In the beginning, there was darkness. Then Adam farted, and the Bandit kingdoms fell to Ayus. That's exactly what happened.
Boom.
Very succinct, to the point, and accurate.
Yes. And then so they've gone through, they've done a bunch of stuff in the Bandit Kingdoms trying to, in hopes of winning their souls back. Some of them have died too, and I think the whole party's starting to get slightly disillusioned with what's going on. And
I don't think we were ever illusioned to begin with, honestly.
that's true. That's true.
Talon
Now-
is pretty focused and is enjoying himself as much as his emo self can enjoy things.
True. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. So, and then, so where they're at right now currently is they'd run into some guys that were in the same predicament as them, had their soul stolen, were out creating mayhem in the Bandit Kingdoms for this fella. So their group had stolen some precious documents out of this fortress that they feel, they stole those documents. Then they were found and killed by Ayusian troops, and the documents taken back, and The Press Ganged Opportunists found out about this after the fact. They found out through talking with the survivors, and they thought it would be a spectacular idea to try and duplicate this feat by sneaking into...
They'll never expect it to happen twice.
Who would? Who would, really? So what they're doing is they're sneaking into a place called the Rift Crag Fortress, which is in the Bandit Kingdoms. There is essentially, it's like the Grand Canyon, but it's called the Rift. And situated outside along the rim, every so often, there are these fortresses, and one of them, the biggest one, is called the Rift Crag Fortress. Now, these fortresses were used to be owned by the king, or whatever his name was. I forget what his actual name was. He was a bandit king that used to run this place, but after Ayus invaded, Ayusian forces took over, and of course took over the castles. So they broke in to the Rift Crag, got within the walls of the castle with some brilliant ingenuity in using some levitation. They went to the roof of the keep within the Rift Crag and have busted in through the top into the top of the keep of the Rift Crag Fortress. And that's where we pick up. Right after they had, there was a locked trapdoor on the roof, which they got through, and it went down a flight of stairs into a hallway, and then that's where we ended. So that's where we're going to pick up. So what I will do is I'm going to actually go exactly, and it's got to be this one. Let me see, make sure. Yeah, that's the one. I ended up with two maps and I didn't delete one of them. So let's go ahead and there it is. And let me go ahead and you should be able to see. I think it's going to be kind of in the center there. It might take you a second. Okay. Where I've got it illuminated, the stairs down into the hallway. Wow, I didn't realize how blurry that was. I have to remember to, when I'm creating those, to yeah. Anyway, that's just me talking. Okay, so yeah, there it is. Look at that. Look at that right there. So why don't you guys go ahead and drop your tokens into there. Now, the Fortress of the Rift Crag, the Iusian troops have control of it, and Krasner, who is a lesser bone heart guy, is I am Ash. I'm sorry, I have to say that because every time his is rather large. And then there's Crowley.
Are these the stairs that we came down?
Yes, those are the stairs you came down.
Okay.
So Krasner, who is the guy who happens to head up the forces of Ayus, he basically runs the Bandit Kingdoms for him. This is his place of operation. This keep is where he hangs out. But there was some certain going-ons in Rook Roost, which the Press Ganged Opportunists actually helped out somewhat with it. It wasn't really their plan, but it was kind of going down this road anyway, and they kind of nudged it a little bit. It's kind of broken out into a civil war. And so Krasner, with a bunch of guys, went up there to take care of things. So they think. They heard, this is the rumors they heard. They know for a fact that a bunch of orcs and Iusian troops went that way, and the word on the street is that Krasner's lead them. So, and that's where they're at right here. I do want to point out, for all 5 of our current viewers, it's still early yet, we have put up the bit counter, and we're going to do. I do have essentially once we get their bit counter to 100, it's going to act currently, and we're going to monkey around with this as we go through the game and further episodes. But right now, it's going to act just like inspiration. So for every one of those that we get, we're going to get one of the bandits here is going to get an extra inspiration, and then they can stockpile those. So if one person donates all the bits to give it to them, or I should say whoever takes it to that 100, we're going to let them pick which bandit they want to give it to. So there you go. Just cool. For those, because that's brand new. This is the first episode that we've had this on. I've kind of been holding off with putting any of this extra stuff in, but I wanted to give away because I didn't want to detract from the game or the story, but I also want to give those who watch another way of helping to participate. So aside from yelling slanderous things out at us in chat, which we do appreciate, by the way.
That is my favorite.
It is totally. Okay, so there you guys are. You are there in that hallway, and as you can see, the stairways goes down, and the walls that are in there are.
Oh,
look
Lee
at that!
Kim, thank you very much.
There it is. So that's 500.
Damn.
What?
What? All right. So now we've got 500. So I guess. All right, Lee. Who's just gonna? We've got one for each, but who do you want it to go to? We've got 5 of them there.
Well, you don't get one.
I don't get one.
Yeah, I guess it's
So
one
there's
for
one
everybody,
extra.
right?
Yeah. So yeah. So we could have them. Do you want them to roll for it? That'd be kind of. It's like whoever
Dance
gets
for
that.
me, monkeys.
They
Dance.
should.
Mm-hmm. Indubitably. All right. So for right now, until Lee Kim writes it down into the chat, each of you we'll say one, and then we'll have one
somebody
floating.
else gets an extra.
We'll have it floating, unless he comes back and says otherwise, because
Yeah,
you
it's
know
up to him.
that's his dealio. Shouldn't that like change color or something? We're gonna have to.
I want the extra to go to the winner of the battle royale. They must have with their characters right now.
Okay, so a roll, a flat roll.
I would.
we don't have that kind of time, Lee.
Yeah.
But yeah, why don't we do it? Why don't each one of you roll?
Like a
But
D20?
we could do that battle royale, but I want to grab my other character real quick.
Yeah, I'd like
You're
to go
talking
back
to
to
good guy,
Silver Wolf.
right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so no, seriously, each one of you guys just give
Sure.
me roll the
We're working
d20.
on it.
That 10 right there. Look,
Oh, 19.
Damn.
Or-
I just
looks like Adam's getting it. That's cool.
Oh, 19. It does look like Adam's going to get it. Oh, there you go, Adam. So now you've got.
Thank you, Lee Kim.
Got
Yes,
two.
thank you, Lee Kim.
To take your
Yes.
line, which you've taken from someone else, you're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah.
And
See, I
finally,
listened
Adam
to
was
you,
able
which
to
is-
outroll me.
It took me. Yeah, I know. This did not happen during our Sunday game, I could tell you. Ever.
Excellent. Thank you, Lee. You're a valued friend and viewer. All right. So
I'd like to point out that there is frost appearing on the inside of my house windows.
Wow.
okay, everybody who's listening, he's one of these poor people. He's one of these poor fellas. Where do you live at again, Michael? For all those watching the show or listening,
South Dakota, real close to Minnesota.
there you go. And what's the temperature there right now?
Let's see. Right now, it is 25 below zero actual temperature.
And with the wind chill, it's pushing what 50 something below.
It's like 50 something below right now with the wind chill. Yeah.
right.
Um,
So this is, you know what? This is what we should do. If anybody who drops 1,000,
54.
we're gonna film Michael running out into the cold.
I would say let's
54
buy
below
Michael
right now.
So Lee Kim also mentioned that he's in Michigan now with 20 inches of snow at the moment.
Yeah. We
Wow.
got about
Ugh.
14 or 15 inches out there. But
You know what? This makes me want to move even more to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now stay with me on this. Okay,
I
they just
get
had
No,
the
you
great,
had me. You had,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
yeah. Well, they just had the really big hurricane, right? So they're not going to have another one of those. That was the one in 50 years. I'll be dead before the next one comes around, so I could go down there, live it up.
That is how hurricanes work.
And they announce when they're coming.
They do. I mean, it's all over the news. There you go. So I just gotta, not really have anything that I'm really attached to. I guess that's
That's the trick.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you guys are there. You're in the hallway. What's going to happen? There's a door there.
I have already unlocked it with my thieves' tools.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
But-
we
but-
didn't open
but
it yet.
But it hadn't been opened yet.
I have not
So-
opened it yet.
So the door is open and it is in front of you.
Yeah, I was trying to listen and see if I heard anything.
Did you give us a roll for that? I don't
have
remember.
no idea. If
It was last session.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
I
you-
just.
You
I
do
just
have-
rolled a
Yep.
block.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
do have
so-
inspiration if you want to use it.
Well, I'll just go through my regular report for now. Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
I'm just looking out for you, man.
It was a
Yep.
17 plus 4.
That was the
So-
unlock it.
Yeah.
That was the thieves tools. So yeah. So here's my listening is only an 11.
Oh, I see. I wasn't paying attention.
Mhm.
Yeah. Only you rolled an 11 or you have a plus 11?
No, it's total.
Oh.
total 11.
Okay. All right. Hey, he could.
No, he's not.
There
He's
you
a
go.
little bit self-absorbed.
There you go. All right. So, yeah, you don't hear anything.
Hmm.
Yep.
It's essentially now this door is rather sturdy. Okay, it is designed for if it had been unlocked that it would take a little bit of damage before you could bust through it.
Well, I will say, all right, I'll turn around and put my fingers to my lips. Not that I really need to tell. Well, I probably need to tell Raleigh that. But and then I will, as quietly as I can, try to open the door.
So when you turn around, you'll see that Raleigh is Morgan, and like he'll kind of put his hand up and like one second, and come up to the door and let you open it just a crack, and then he'll let his bat kind of
Oh,
go
okay.
through, and
Cool.
then he'll do his little bat sense thing and see what the
That sense.
picture is out there. Bat sense.
Okay, so you summon your bat, and
What's up, Bruce?
okay, so we got Bruce there hanging out, and okay, so now you're going to open up the door.
Like just enough to sneak the bat out, and then so like, now I'm seeing and hearing through his senses. And
Okay, and you're gonna let the bat go through the door.
exactly, yeah.
Okay, so this is what happens. You crack the door, and it's just jet black in there. It's dark.
Sure.
The bat goes flying through, and like 2 heartbeats later, from behind you, Bruce comes and lands on your shoulder.
Oh, that's weird.
Can I roll like maybe an Arcana check? to
So
see
this
if-
is well because you're looking through his eyes, right? So you saw.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So basically, what happens is Bruce goes through the crack in the door into the darkness. In a split second later, Bruce is flying down from the top of the stairs on the roof down into the hallway where you're at, and he flies back up, and he just comes over and he lands on your shoulder.
Okay, yeah. So do I think that's like a magical portal then? Is that
Probably. I mean, if you want to go ahead and give me an Arcana check, we'll see how much you can deduce from it. But it's pretty obvious. It's definitely some sort of portal.
it's what was that? 20?
20, yeah. Okay, for sure. It's acting just like as if, because you could tell from what you picked up from Bruce's senses that it was an instantaneous, as if him crossing whatever the plane was in the door, instantaneously, bloop, popped him back
Okay.
into existence right there. And it's not like, he was in mid-stride and everything, so it's just like,
Yeah. All right, so I'll relay this to everybody and kind of make an investigation check around the door. But like sometimes these things have sigils or runes or some sort of
correct.
way to deactivate them.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All right. Anybody want to help me?
Sure, I'll give a look with you.
No, you were useless, Wyndham.
Well, so basically, you're pretty sure whoever set this up it was smart, because obviously whatever the runes or different arcane devices are powering this, they have put on the inside there. So they're anticipating so this is not for keeping anybody out of the room getting out. It's from keeping people
Right.
from the roof getting in. So yeah, for a fact that they probably like if you were on the other side of the door, there's probably runes on the door jamb or what have you. So
Okay. Okay.
Are you
So-
able to dispel this magic?
Unfortunately, I can't. I'd have to. The magic is on the other side of the door. So from this side, I can even access it.
The door opens
To
into the
dispel it.
hallway or
It's-
into the room?
No, opens into the hallway.
Okay.
And that's with my Arcana check. Is that what I would gather? That like because I can't see the magic or like access the runes, that I can't dispel them.
No, you could try because there's basically the arcanic energy that is creating whatever's going on there.
No, it's still there.
It's still there, so you can target that energy. Is essentially what you would need to do.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
not like a magic circle where if you were to, well, here I can see the circle, so let me just break it. It's nothing like that. So it's essentially like magically pulling the plug.
Okay. Well, in that case, no, I can't. Oh, wait, no, but yes, I can. And is that all I got? Oh, yeah. So I don't have a description of Dispel Magic, but I'm going to cast Dispel Magic. I can't remember if there's any sort of check. Look it up.
It depends on the level of the spell that you're trying to dispel. If it's third level or lower, there's no check. You succeed automatically. If the level of the spell is higher, you have to roll for it, with the DC being 10 plus the spell's level.
Unless you cast higher.
Right, yeah. But there's no point in casting higher level unless you know exactly what level the spell is.
Right.
So,
I only have one 4th level spell slot. I wouldn't want to, burn it on this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, looky there. Well, that's pretty much what you needed.
What happened?
It's a 3rd level spell.
But
Oh.
it was not a 3rd level spell.
Oh, okay.
But you rolled a 19, right? That's your roll, isn't it?
No, I haven't rolled
where are
yet.
you looking?
Yeah, what are you looking at?
Maybe that was me rolling. Maybe
Yes,
that
it
was me.
was a 19. You're right.
Oh, no, you know what it was? Because I'm on different screens and I popped over to roll 20. When I popped over to roll 20, the investigation roll popped in.
There you go. Yeah, very cool.
Okay, so now you're going to have to roll.
All right.
And I kind of told you
You need
what
a
you're gonna
19.
need.
That's
I
a
mean,
level 9 spell?
I start to try to look at this, and then I realize that it is some super ridiculous advanced magic, and we should all just leave. Like, it is time to go. Here's my. So that would be a
14. So
fucking 18.
level, it would be a level 4 spell.
No, well, so no, that's without my
You add your
modifier.
intelligence to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
add your,
I'm pretty sure my intelligence is 18, not 20, but we never
Yeah.
know.
So that would make it an 18. That would dispel an 8th level spell.
that probably does it. Just let me check one thing really quick here. Just super quick. Let's see. Basically, this is what the DM says when he's cheating. So hold on a second. Of course, I don't cheat.
No, my intelligence is 20. No, it's not.
Okay, so that would be a level.
Yeah, it's not.
Next level, did?
And he got you can. So basically, you got it. So you could do up to a level 8, correct?
Yeah, that would it would dispel
Okay,
anything
cool.
8th level.
All right. I just had to double check. It was high, but it wasn't that high. So, okay. So you cast the spell. That's too bad. I was hoping somebody would go through it, besides Bruce. And it fades, and because it was darkness, right?
Yep.
And the darkness dilutes, and it becomes just regular.
Okay, so same thing. I'm going to close the door just a crack again, and then send Bruce through. Same thing.
Okay, so Bruce flies in for a little bit. You actually hear him flapping around. He doesn't go very far, and you notice that basically he's just in a room. There's a room on the other side.
Okay, but there's nobody in it essentially.
There's
so
nobody
that's
in
to make sure we're not stepping out into.
No. And I'm
Okay.
actually going to with his abilities. I'm actually going to reveal.
Yeah, and that's kind of as we go. I'll have him, just round every corner before us and scope it out.
So he went in. He scoped all that out. I take it he just comes back to you at that point.
No, I'm gonna keep him just ahead of us, like and then I'll kind of check back in. Like every time he rounds a new corner. I'll check.
Yeah. But okay, so
there's another door here, right?
There's another door here, and so he's just kind of flipping around.
Oh, okay.
Floating around in
So yeah, we'll try to do the same thing.
Okay. So
is it locked?
Okay, who's going up to the door?
I mean, I'll take a look.
Yeah, I want to check it out too after the last one. Investigate it. And
okay.
See if I see any rooms or any indication of magic.
Okay. So you guys are just giving it the once over. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a great roll right there. Great roll.
I'm very suspicious of this right now.
It doesn't look anything out of sorts, but it does look like it is locked.
That's fine. I'll take a go at it. There we go.
You can do it, dude. I have nothing but faith in you.
Ooh, yeah.
There it is.
21.
Yeah. So again, it's a decent lock, but you were definitely able to get it open. It's all good.
Sweet.
Okay.
So how big is the gap under the door, would you say?
Oh, it's definitely not big enough for Bruce to get in.
So I'm gonna just give you some fun facts. Just because I find interesting. How big the gap do you think a bat needs?
2 feet.
I'm gonna say an inch.
About 1/8 of an inch.
6 millimeters. I don't know how that translates to inches, but I know millimeters are small as fuck.
That's
Dude,
actually listed right there on the metric table.
Yeah, it's as
Yeah.
small as fuck right there.
Yeah.
I gotta point out, man, you do like home revenge.
It is 2/10 of an inch.
Okay. So
6 millimeters is 2/10 of an inch.
So he probably could go through the door.
Yeah. So yeah, less than 1/4 of an inch. It says about the size of a dime.
a size of a dime?
Uh-huh.
No. I call bullshit on that.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
There's no way.
That might be the
like this,
diameter of
dude.
a hole they could go through, depending.
Oh
on
yeah, the diameter of a dime, depending.
The diameter of a hole, yeah.
Well, I'm saying like 1/5 of an inch is less than 1/4 of an inch, and 1/4 of an inch.
Well, that's
is
an
not.
inch.
Can we just open the door and send the fucking bat through?
Yeah.
It's not serious.
Well, this has turned into a math lesson here. I have a tape measure.
Is this not super interesting to anybody else?
Wu-Tang
Just-
Piglet says it's about 1/4 of an inch, and I have no
There
reason
it
not
is.
to believe him.
0.23622 to be exact, but
All right, so
if you take
Well,
6,
yeah, no, we'll-
you
we'll-
Oh,
would,
for Christ's sake! I'm just gonna walk through the door. You know what? Better yet, I'm just gonna take a noose and hang myself in the corner of the room while they're figuring this out.
all right, so I'm gonna
And
open
I
the
mean
door
in real life,
exactly
not in the
1/4 of an
game.
inch.
I'm gonna.
Adam, hold on. The beam is about 1 foot by 1.5 foot.
But how high off the ground?
How much force
Can't
would I
break your neck.
need to break?
About
my neck?
how long ago has it been since this hallway was swept and mopped? Can I tell that?
Can you discern that? Yes. All right. Oh, okay. So, all right. So, are you guys? I take it going to open the door, or
Well, we'll send Bruce through again, same way.
Make sure we're safe.
okay?
I
So you open and crack the door because you did discern there. It didn't look like there was any traps. You've unlocked it.
Right.
Okay. So the door opens and Bruce goes flying in, and there is a substantial room on the other side. Bruce's little sonar detection. It appears that there could be 3 stationary figures in this room. But I'll need basically give me a perception check with Bruce just to discern some more of the information that he's giving you. Yeah.
Let me just look up his stat real quick.
Did you also know that bats have good eyesight too? Echolocation doesn't take away from
Yeah, so they have blind sight for 60 feet, which is,
Oh, and you get to see straight through his eyes too, right?
yeah.
Okay, well then there you go. So see, we don't just do math. We do what was that? What would that be, Zach? Zoology? Is that
Science.
Yeah.
Science. We
Zoology.
science the hell out of this shit. Okay. Okay, so basically, there is in the other room. There's definitely doors, and I'm just going to reveal it because you're going to be able to see everything that's in there.
Bruce, the old so and so.
Let me give you that.
You mean Mallory Archer? No, that one.
Yes.
Okay.
I got it. I love it.
Mallory Archer. I don't get it.
You haven't
It's
seen
fine.
Archer?
No, I've never seen
It
Archer.
it
Is that a good
great.
show?
It is
Yes.
great.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
good.
the first few
I'm
seasons.
saying that having not watched it.
All right, I'll put it in my queue. All right.
But not before Hudson Hawk.
Yes. No. Hudson Hawk
Yes,
comes
no,
first.
That's got priority.
Hudson Hawk definitely comes first.
What's in the
Okay,
room?
so there you go. That's what's in the other side there. There's a couple of doors. It definitely looks like a very comfortable like lounge sitting area. And
All right.
yeah. Let me make sure.
Can I want
You're
to
gonna
sweep
start
the
moving?
room with the bat and look for especially like plates on the floor or things that will trigger these statues. They had some high level magic on that door out there. I absolutely do not trust these not to come to life.
Yeah, I agree.
No, go ahead and give me a roll.
15.
Okay, it looks clean as far as you're concerned.
All right.
And Bruce thinks, come on, don't be a pussy, Kevin. Walk in the room, man. That's what Bruce thinks. That's not me. That's Bruce. Okay, I'm just saying.
You guys coming?
Yep.
I'm gonna wait here for a moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
You take it
Uh,
you take it down the noose. Is that what
Yeah.
you do?
What kind of books are these on the shelving here?
They are
Probably
all
heresies.
yes, heresies. They're magical books, not in the sense that they are a spell book, but they are definitely books of like magical theory, best places to find and obscure different types of rare spell components.
I like
Right up
that.
So-
your alley, Wendy.
Yeah, so they are valuable books, but they are not actual spell books.
Sure.
So I picture it like Wyndon is at the bookshelf and Morgan comes up to the bookshelf and there's just enough time for them to look and realize what's in front of them. And they just look at each other and there's like this silent sort of nod and they just start shoveling books into that.
Giggling all the while.
No,
Yeah,
this is
Wyndon-
like,
Wyndon
we are
giggles a
men of
lot.
science and literature.
The sorcerer and the wizard.
We learn.
Totally. Okay, so yeah, totally. You guys can. You're just shoveling the books. That's not.
I'll
a
take
problem.
a few choice titles. I don't want to carry around a lot of extra weight, but
Yeah, you wanting to seem like you're a little bit more refined than Morgan, who's just doing that slide across and let them all fall in. You're kind of like, wait. No, not that one. Just,
This is a third edition. Put that back.
That's a good. I should have asked that. Like, how many books are we talking here? Like,
I don't know. There's a good 24 there.
yeah.
okay, yeah, no, I'll try to grab as many as I can then.
I'll
Yeah,
take
you
if
guys
there's
can
something
take
that
all.
looks like it's about finding valuable things, like where to find. I'll definitely take something like that.
Yeah, there's definitely one about. It's all about spell components.
Yeah. All right. I'll take that because that could be useful to know. So
And you guys, I mean, with a discerning eye, probably more so Morgan
Yeah.
than you. These books do have value to them. Like each one of these books is probably a couple hundred gold a piece. So
Yeah, now you're wishing you're not so choosy. Meanwhile, I've got 20.
true, actually. But Wyndon has to travel light, so
Yes.
oh well.
and he has an image to uphold.
Yeah, you know what's great about Raleigh/Morgan? I'm looking at my equipment right now. You know what's in it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Clothes and a sun
20
blade.
books.
That's it. Yeah. Now it's 20 books. Yeah, enjoy your 4. Wyndon knows.
I'll actually walk over and start checking out this desk over here while those guys are rifling the books.
Okay, this guy right here.
And I'm
Okay.
keeping my eye on this thing right
This,
here from the doorway.
Desk way over here with the writing, the papers on it.
There are quite a few different writings on there as far as loose sheets of paper with different types of scribbles on it. There's letters, actual letters, some official looking letters. There's red sealed wax that's broken on some of them with a skull stamp on it. As you're looking them over, you discern that, oh, some of these actually look like orders or dispatches from Daraka to the Rift Crag, and from the Rift Crag to Daraka, it's like some drafts that he was writing up to like inform stuff. Like one in particular seems to be a letter talking about what's happening in Rook Roost. Essentially, he's going through talking about how their man in Rook Roost, I can't remember his name right offhand. I would have to look through the NPCs. The dude who is the Iusian in charge has been losing his grip recently. They've been letting it go, waiting to see what would happen. And he's waiting to the right time to step in. He's waiting also for the Thieves Guild, the Rook Roost Thieves Guild, to overstep their bounds so that he can just go in and in one fell swoop pretty much clean house. Aris, yes, that's the Iusian guy.
Wrote something
I
down.
just grab every piece of paper there then and just shove it into my pack.
Right.
Including like the writing utensils, the ink, any like if there's like sealing
there is
stamps or any of that kind of stuff. I'll just gather it all.
Yep, it's all kinds of good stuff there.
Blank sheets of paper, the whole bit. Just
Vig Richard is the other guy's name.
He was
That's the Thieves Guild dude.
Thieves Guild guy. Yeah.
when I'm done, the top of that desk is empty.
Okay, yeah, and that's totally, and it's like that letter. You can tell it was the one that he was working on to compose, because there's like parts of it scratched out and then rewritten. So this is, where he had composed what he was before he wrote the final one that he ended up sending away. So
I summon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just say while they're doing this, I just summon what I call Raven's Blade. And have it.
Oh.
And have
Is that
it.
what it is?
That's what it is. And I have it. I have it at the ready.
Okay,
And I still
Gotcha.
have not crossed the threshold of this room yet.
that's right. And Wu-Tang Piglet actually brings up a really good thing here. It says, like, one of the volumes is Where to Find Rare Spell Components with Advantage, Volume 1. And that is a great idea. With that book, you could find new and exciting ways to find spell components. It might even give you advantage if that was necessary.
Excellent.
Yes. Okay, so you summon your sword.
Yeah.
Okay, and
That's not just a sword. I summon Raven's Blade.
So you summon your sword, and
Summon your talons. Wrong character.
yeah. So this here is actually a big armoire.
Oh,
Is what
okay.
that is. Okay.
I see. All right, well, I might as well open it up.
Okay, you open it up, and whoever.
And as he
owns
does,
it-
Morgan's like, no.
Yeah, that probably should have checked for a trap there. Cause...
That's fine.
nothing happens to you, Wyndon.
Yep, I told you.
But
See?
what happens to
It's an
those?
armoire. What do you think?
the
You're going
night
to end up in a
stew
land
comes
with
by.
satyrs and ice? It's fine.
I could only hope.
Dude, he could have some like.
By the way,
Versace
ever
or,
since
you
I was
know.
a kid, I've been very disappointed every time I've opened an armoire.
Right?
Every time.
I always thought.
Even now, I'm like, motherfucker.
Like, especially if you find one in like an old like secondhand furniture
Yeah.
store. You're like,
that one's got to be the
This is
one.
So how
there's
many
like that-
times?
There's a not. Excuse me, sir. Can you please step out of the
I was
armoire?
waiting for that. It's like, so how many times have they had to ask you to leave the store from hiding in the back of their armoire?
I'll rifle through and see if there's anything interesting looking in here.
Okay, so you open it up, and whoever owns this armoire is really into black.
Oh.
Sure.
But they're mostly, it's like cloaks and hats, boots. There's a lot of walking sticks in here, or I shouldn't say sticks, walking canes.
Right.
All excellently tailored stuff, though. But you don't really find anything.
Sure.
I mean, aside those things. If you would like a fedora,
When is that really a hat guy usually?
Yeah.
So at some point when this is over, someone's going to mention this to Raleigh, and he's going to be so bummed.
All right. And is this a fireplace or another door over here?
that is a fireplace.
This is
No,
a
no,
fireplace
that's a
over
door.
here.
Okay.
That's a door. This is a door. Right
Oh.
here is a door. Right there is a door.
Oh,
Correct.
this is a door too.
Yep. And this is a fireplace.
That's a fireplace. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And these,
So,
nothing, this thing hasn't even twitched, huh?
What? This thing right here?
Yeah, this guy.
Nope.
Armor, suit of
Nope.
armor.
So once Morgan's done with the books, he's going to just kind of check out, scope out, like flip the cushions on the couch, check that out, look under the table, pull up the rug, see if there's any trapdoors underneath, just, like that middle area. Make sure there's nothing more than meets the eye.
You're not finding anything else secretive.
Okay.
Oh, there are a fair number of cross swords and shields on the wall.
Sure.
There's like 3 shields and 2 swords behind each shield.
You never know when an epic fight will break out in the middle of your room. So.
Well, he's kind of going with the whole medieval motif, so it goes along with the suits of armor.
I'm gonna listen to see if I hear anything through this door.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll.
Yep. I'm doing good. Yeah, doing really good.
Man. So I don't know. It's like, do you hear something or don't you hear something? Where do I go with?
You hear your own breathing and your heart pounding in your ear.
I'll gently try
this
to-
is
Somebody in there.
This is what you hear. You hear a conversation between Morgan and Ash about style and who would own this many hats. Why would you need to have that many hats?
Meanwhile, Ash is picking out a couple of nicer cloaks and putting
See, there you go.
all of his stuff from before.
Okay.
And a few suits of clothes that might look like they would fit, and says why not, and tosses a cane into his pack too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wyndon likes his hands free. Otherwise, he was contemplating a cane. But
So true.
I'm gonna
never
see.
know.
I'll gently try and see if this door is locked or not.
It is locked.
Of course, Wyndon can leave his weapons behind and recall them. He
It's
doesn't
true.
have to
He
like,
can.
I'm gonna step back in here. Then
Have
while he's
a,
doing this.
an improvised weapon at hand.
That's what happens when you're a wizard. You're able to do that.
Not a wizard. There you go. I think that hopefully will do it.
Oh, dude, you like breathe on it and you unlock it.
I think he apprenticed to the guy who made that lock.
Yeah.
He actually is the guy who installed them originally. That's
There you go. But hold on a second.
Oh, come on. Everything's fine. There's no one
Everything's
here.
fine.
we have to check for traps when there's suits of armor just hanging
Nah, that's just superstition.
out.
Like ghosts aren't real.
Oh, they're very real.
I know.
We're really doing this, huh?
Ash sees them everywhere.
Oh,
Go
Jesus.
ahead
You
and
think for the one guy who was ready for this, I'd have a better than a natural 1 initiative.
All right, let's see.
That's
here.
all right.
That's
They
true.
got it. They have a bonus. No, I'm just gonna do it that way.
Yeah, I feel like Adam should get advantage on an initiative for just having that be his whole thing, is
Totally.
aware like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh, that did that, huh? All right,
Well, the
so
stuff wasn't overly aware either, so.
No, it definitely wasn't. And I saw you got a 19, so we'll
yeah,
adjust it once you get it in.
it's Morgan is the one with the token. I gotta.
Yeah.
Or
The 19
Raleigh's
and the
one with the
16
token.
doesn't really affect his place in line.
That's true. Yeah, I was
That
meant
is
to
a
be.
yes.
Set.
There you go. Okay, cool. Now let me go ahead and arrange this, and then I'll tell you what's happening. Okay, so you and how appropriate that it was Wyndon that is the one that gets the first. So you go through. Whatever. This is such a childish lock. Put it in. It's like blink, and as soon as you blink, there's a big.
Yeah.
And like the entire room kind of shakes.
That's less than
I
ideal.
do need Talon to give me a dexterity saving throw.
This is what we call irony, kids.
I know. This is what I get for. No, I
Oh,
missed six.
snap. Okay,
Six.
so this is what happens. You're standing right where you're at, right?
Yeah.
And the door slams shut. Bam. So, here's the thing. I will allow you to attempt, if you so choose, to dive into the room. Because the door is going to hit you, and it's going to hit you, but it's only going to do, it does a point of blunt force damage as it slams into you. But
it catches my pinky.
Yeah, so
It hurts a lot.
Yeah.
it does actually.
It's disproportionate.
Yeah, I mean, I should just leave them to their own devices, but I do want to. Yeah, I'll dive in. Fuck it.
I do kind of need them.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, can I just go through a different door without them? But I'll go in.
Okay, so what I need you to do
Right.
is you need to give me a
Acrobatics?
no, just give me another dexterity saving throw. That's going to be your highest bonus, right?
No.
If I were to just have you give me a dex check, it would be lower.
Oh, yeah. That's one.
Okay, so I'm going to have you do a dexterity saving throw. And it's essentially to keep you to... Okay, excellent.
19.
Not a problem. You are able to dive into the room.
Yeah,
You
so
just
now I'm
weren't
gonna be
able to
right
keep
in-
it... Yeah. You
So
just...
it catches the pinky on the way in, or bangs off my ankle, something like that.
Yeah, it kind of pushed you into the room more than anything is what it did.
Yeah.
Okay, so that happens. Boom, you go into the room. Now, like I say, when that there's kind of like a sonic wave that like just emanates through the room for you can feel it. It's like being next to a bass speaker sort of thing, but not like really, really bad. And then it like kind of subsides, but there's like just a slow hum, a low hum of things. And there's a lot of different like things start to like sort of move, but not really move.
Oh, is the furniture coming alive now?
So like that kind of moves a little bit. That kind of moves. That kind of moves. That kind of moves.
Are we gonna get to hear be our guest?
The now all those books that you put into your bag, well, there's 4 books in one of Wyndon's. I take it's in your backpack, and I take the 20 books are all in Morgan's backpack, correct?
Yes.
Morgan's your backpack, which was on your. I'm going to assume we'll just say. I don't know. Would he have it over one shoulder or both shoulders?
It's not even a backpack; it's a sack. So he keeps it folded up in a pocket of his jacket, as opposed to having to wear a backpack. So now he's just got it slung like a sack slung over his back.
So it's sort of like Santa Claus.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that whole sack just kind of like lifts up off of you and starts like beginning to float above you. Wyndon, your backpack starts like trying to move off of you.
Okay.
Is that door still open? The one that Wyndon opened?
He just unlocked it as soon as he.
Oh, he didn't even open it.
He didn't even open it. As soon as the lock went click, this all happened. So now it is Wyndon's turn. What are you gonna do?
Well, I don't like that. I will. I'm pretty dexterous. I will quickly try to open my backpack and see why it's trying to float away.
You just gonna see where?
Well, no, I'm gonna open my backpack, and I'm assuming if it's the books, they're gonna start flying up.
Okay, so you open up the bag, and the books all come flying out.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And then I will take my free action to open the door.
Okay, so you grab the handle and you pull on it, and nothing happens. Matter of fact, you notice when you put your hand around the handle itself, it never quite closes on the handle, almost as if there's some sort of invisible force in between you and holding it.
Oh boy. Okay, cool.
It is just about a dime's worth of space between you and the handle in your hand.
All right, that's fair. Okay, in
Bruce
that case, I
sneaks
will
right
just
through it.
aim my crossbow and see what happens. Ready my crossbow and see what happens.
All right, Morgan.
Morgan is going to try to pull the books down and gesture at anybody to try to help him get these down. And say, it's time. We need to move. It's time to go.
I don't think we can.
We have set off a trap in a wizard's study.
Exactly. It is time. We do not want to be here. Leaving will not be simple, but it is what we need to do. We need to figure it out.
Then I would recommend that you dispel some more magics in this room.
Agreed. And he gestures take my balloon.
I do not. Just leave the books. They are not for you.
Okay. All right. We're in combat round, so it can't be a long conversation. So what do you?
All right. So that's essentially my turn is spent trying to get somebody to help me with the books so I can go check out a door.
Okay. Is anybody going to walk over and grab his Balloon books?
No.
Not at the moment.
It looks like nobody's coming to help you.
All right. Well, that was my turn. So.
Okay. All right. Ash, you've got a couple of nice cloaks. They are not doing anything.
All right. Well, this Armor just kind of took a step towards me, so I am going to.
Well, it shifted. It's sort of, think of almost as if what happened to the room was like if a small earthquake happened, and everything just kind of shifted a little bit. Nothing. It wasn't like they took a step. It was just
Yeah, I still don't like that. Actually gonna head over here and then I'm going to dodge.
Okay, you're gonna use the dodge action. All right.
Yes.
Excellent. Get my book ready. Okay, so Talon.
I still don't trust.
You got your sword.
Yeah, I still don't trust these suits of armor, so I'm just going to attack this suit of armor
Okay.
with my magic sword. $18
That hits.
for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack it again. Then that's a natural one.
Yeah, you totally. Basically, you hit it, and what happens next surprises you so much that you don't do any. You're taken aback, and your swing goes wide. So
What
we're
is
going to get
that?
rid of the suit of armor.
What is that? A gnome? What is that? Oh no, that's not a gnome.
It transforms into this teethy sort of conglomeration thing that has bits and pieces of armor on it, and it's still really like the armor, but underneath there's bulging purple sinew and muscle and different things, and a long purple tongue comes snaking out of that a tooth-filled mouth.
I just say I was right about the armor.
So this right here, Raleigh, that's your bag of books.
Yep.
This is a smaller flying round
A swarm
of books.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and hold on a second here. Okay, that's because all right. So that's the end of your turn. I take it, Talon, you weren't doing anything else.
No.
Okay. So, it's the stuff's turn. Okay, so now I get to do all my stuff. So hold on a second here. Let's get rid of that.
I mean, we don't have to get rid of those.
Yep, I think we do. I we do.
Have to.
Is Hex really a first level spell?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I'll ever cast it.
It's tough for warlocks. It's great if you multi-class warlock and can use an actual first level spell slot from somebody else.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
is this furniture still fucking moving?
Oh yeah, the room itself just comes alive. All these things come flying off of the walls. The furniture starts moving. The swords unfurl from behind.
I should have left you fuckers in this room by yourselves.
You should have.
Yeah.
I knew this was going to be a bad idea to come in here, but I felt bad.
Let me. I'm going to get rid of
Not
this
helping.
and get rid of this because the couches themselves kind of transform, and they kind of turn into like these big old cigar things.
Are they more than meets the eye?
They are more than meets the eye. Thank you very much.
The same thing.
Did they?
They turned from a couch to like a divan.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
because
classier
they
now.
kind of like roll up into themselves, and yeah. So don't worry, they take offense from that. Okay, so everything just comes alive. Rah! Okay, so all right, so that guy.
Chip, it's okay. No?
Okay, so
I got
it. 1 and 2 is going to be Morgan, and 3 and 4 is going to be Talon. Okay.
What?
I'm just rolling to see what something's going to attack. Okay, so it's coming after Morgan. These carpets come up off the floor. Okay, so I got a bunch of rolls I got to make.
Yeah, clearly.
Hold on a second. We're going to go from person to person. So,
and thus ended the story of the Press Ganged Opportunists.
Okay, so let me I'll move some of this stuff. So 5, 10, 15.
How tall is the ceiling in this room?
10 feet.
Okay.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's just going to go there. He'll come down. Oh, yeah, that guy went. That'll come to here. This will come over to there.
Oh boy.
There. This guy will come over here up behind that thing. Oh, you know what I did wrong? I didn't want to get rid of those sofas. I remember what I was doing. Hold on a second. Let's do this. These are actually supposed to be the carpets when they roll up. That's what I was doing.
Oh.
So hold on a second. But the sofas still transform, and they're more than meets the eye. So, all right, let me put these in here. Put them back to original size. Okay, that's good enough.
So I shouldn't have picked the lock in the wizard's study. Okay, got it right. Yeah.
As long as you learn something.
Right.
You know, and really, that's what it comes right down to.
Yeah.
You know,
The more you know.
The more you know. So here, let me get rid of these carpets because they're going to be too ungodly to actually be able to move around.
Why did my divan turn back into a love seat?
Because that was, these are the carpets.
Yeah.
They come up in the.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
I forgot what I was using them for, so it just makes things easier on everything. Okay, so all right, so we've got a
lot of things.
lot of things attacking a lot of people. So first, we're just going to start from the right and go to the left. Put that guy right there. We've got a sword, 2 swords. Matter of fact, these guys are coming at you. Their talent. So we've got.
This is me first. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go right to left. So
Hold on, I've never been in a fight, have I? What's my armor class?
I hope it's less than 21.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
It's
there's
19.
a hit. It's 19. Excellent.
Damn,
okay.
that's a nice armor class.
All right. Okay.
Mine is so low. I think I have the lowest out of all of you.
Well, yeah, because you always do your stuff at a distance. Okay, so
I tried. It's one of the reasons.
So what?
there's 2 points of damage. You got hit by one of the swords. Does
the sword have 3 attacks?
No, that's a damage attack. Was the last roll.
Don't forget that all of you have 5 extra hit points from.
I did forget
me.
that.
Yeah.
I did forget.
See,
that.
the 2 is determining who's going to get attacked by something. And then the 21 and the 10 were the swords attacking you. And then the 2 is the amount of damage you just took.
Got it. So those are 2
Okay.
different swords.
Yes. See, there's one right here.
Yeah, no, I see them. I'm just trying to figure out what attacked me and what. Now,
okay. So now
I still have a couch.
Yes, you've got a couch
and an armor monster.
Okay, so here we come. We got a couch. He's gonna. It's charging into you, sir. It just really.
I just take a slight step out of the way.
Yeah, it can't really get at you too well. But okay, so let me roll this guy. Okay. Oh, this is.
Now I'm assuming this guy has more than one attack.
What, the sofa?
No, the big armor dude.
Formerly armor guy.
Maybe, but we're gonna have something else attack you first. Mainly the carpet's attempting to wrap around you. Let's see.
How can it get to me?
It's
got to
right
go
here.
through a sword, a couch, and a flying shield.
Well, while a dime is only this thick, a carpet is really about only that thick. So it just kind of like does one of those.
The swords are flying. I mean, obviously,
Yes.
yeah,
The swords are flying.
and
Yeah,
so
yes.
I can see it.
All right.
Unfortunately. I don't
Okay.
want to see it.
All right, here goes. Here comes the
Hate this
carpet.
room.
Let's see what we get.
No.
Oh, you're lucky. Oh,
Again, I just sort of shift to the
you're
other
right.
side this time.
The carpet can't really.
He can't get around all of his
It
friends.
can't. There's too much going on. Okay, so
I've
now
fought carpets before, guys. They have a hard time navigating through other
I
moving
have
items.
bought carpets before. Not in this game, obviously, but I.
Okay, and now the big guy.
Just in real life.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just in
Don Quixote.
This is why now I only have hardwood floors.
Windmills, carpets, yeah.
Right.
the big guy swings his arm at you.
Oh, this is still against me. That misses
17. Does
also.
that hit you?
No, I block it with Raven's Edge. Raven's
sword.
Blade? What was it? Raven's Blade.
No,
I
Raven-
knew you would
Wasn't it
fuck it up.
something like, that's so Raven or something like that?
It was
Oh
Raven's
my
Edge,
God.
right? Yeah.
That's it. That's so Raven. That's your sword's name. Okay, so I take it
Hey,
17.
for SETI D&D.
Hey, what's happening, man? So I take it the big arm of the creature doesn't hit you with the 17, right?
No, I block it with Raven's
Okay.
Edge.
That's so Raven. Okay. All right. See, it just rolls off the tongue too. I like it. I like it a lot. And
Oh, yeah, but
as
it's
you
also
noted,
probably
that
at
chick's
least
gonna sue you.
trademark infringement.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, that's all right. That's okay. Oh, and then this guy, he's just walking nice and slow. And
Oh,
see,
the
you're
desk,
so
too?
you're so worried. All those guys, you only got hit for 2 points out of all of them.
I know, but it's principle.
It is principle. Okay, so the first thing that happens here, Morgan, is that the bag of books tries to brain you,
Yep, yeah, that makes sense.
I'll be right back.
and it misses terribly. Okay, so now we've got that out of the way. So now we've got a couple of flying swords come streaking down at you. Let me just double check their plus. Yep, not too much. So here's sword 1 and sword 2.
Both miss, thankfully.
Miss. Okay.
So he's
now-
just kind of like hanging onto the bag and it comes down at him. He's still hanging. It like kind of pulls him out of the way of the swords, and it's like, what the fuck? Okay.
Now here comes the table.
Yep.
Trying to bump you. 19. Does that hit him? You gonna cast that?
It would. Yeah, he's gonna cast shield.
That's smart
so-
because the carpet goes next.
Good.
Yeah, and you don't.
So,
Want
yeah, it comes and he just kind of like kicks it back with like a little extra magical energy, just like back up.
Oh, 23. What's your AC right now?
Meets my AC. It is 23,
Oh,
Don't worry,
no.
nothing in this room does a ton of damage. Yeah.
except the carpet.
Well, yeah. Okay. So this is what happens. The carpet zips over and it just engulfs you. It just
Yeah.
spins around you. So Morgan's completely enwrapped in this carpet now. Now, let's see here. It is smothering you, but there won't be any smothering attack, anything of the smothering sort until next round. Okay. Creature is grappled. To escape, though, you only need a DC 13. Okay. So,
Okay.
and then basically the grapple will end and you'll be able to shake it off. Okay. While you're in there, though, for this round, until you are able to do that, you're blind and you have the risk of suffocation. Okay.
Okay.
So, and you take.
It's
On its next
it's
turn.
smothering you until you're dead. That's fair.
Oh, that's good.
That's a reasonable assessment of the scenario.
At the start of your turn, you'll take the damage. You're not going to take any damage now. Okay. All right. So there it is. So you are engulfed. So now this guy just kind of walks up there. Oops. I don't want to move that one. Let's move. There it is right there. Okay. So now there's not nearly as much stuff going on over here. So we've got, let's say there's a sofa going to attack Ash. It's going to try and bump into you with its overly hard cushions. Does 21 hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Like I said, these things don't do a ton of damage. So 10 points. That's actually a really good roll for it.
Yeah. Doesn't do a ton of damage.
Not a ton of damage. Ah!
Yeah. Fuck you, you're dead.
Thanks for all my points.
That's all right. Yeah, all right. So there's a. Well, wait. That was wrong. Sorry.
He just doesn't do a ton of damage, but just keeps coming.
Yeah. The sword's coming at you. Does that hit you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So and then the sword does. No. Okay. So not nearly as much as I thought.
What is shit? What am I?
So 9
Shatter
points.
Kai. What book is that in?
Okay. The Shatter Kai is in Mordecai's. I do believe. Okay, so they got those guys. So 1, 2, yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to Wyndon. Okay, Wyndon, we got a swarm of books.
I mean, it's only 4, but sure.
Yeah, well, its damage will be less, of course, if it hits you. So the swarm of books attempts to beam you.
Thankfully, that does not hit.
Okay, cool. All right, now the shield just comes zipping in at you.
Yep.
Zoom, flying in.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's another miss.
That one
All
missed.
right, now we've got. Let me move this guy out of the way for a second. Bring this sword down. All
Sure,
right.
sure.
Okay, so now we got a sword swinging at you. Holy crap!
Well, that'll hit.
20. We got a nat 20.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. Let's do the.
At least they don't do a lot of damage, guys. So that's the good thing.
Yeah, so you're good on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Totally.
Ash is over there bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guys,
I was
it's
being
cool.
sarcastic. By
It's
the way,
all
when I
right.
said that.
It doesn't hurt that bad. It's
Okay,
fine.
see, you got a nat 20 for 7.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah, see, there you go. Okay, but this guy right here, he's gonna. Well, you know what? He's just kind of chilling. He's holding back, because he's like, "Let me in, coach," but not quite yet. And the armed war is kind of like, "Rrr, rrr." It's like it's opening and closing its doors in an aggravated way because it wants to get at you guys.
Yeah.
Who made that Narnia crack earlier, man? I
Yeah, I'm coming
bone to
back.
pick with you.
Okay, hey, Wyndon, man.
Yeah.
You got a room full of unpleasant furniture.
Yeah,
And-
I mean,
and
it's just like
accoutrements.
when I was a kid, I went shopping with my family. So,
That sounds about right, man.
Yeah.
That sounds
Oof.
about right.
good goddamn. All right, what's the biggest damage dealer here? I really don't like swords flying around at me, so I will, and I'm not at disadvantage because I have crossbow expert, so I will shoot at that sword.
Look at you, gonna shoot it out of the air.
Yeah,
Wyndon
we'll
can
try.
hit the eye of a bird flying.
Not this turn though. Let's try that again. There we go. That should hit, I hope.
Oh yeah, that hit
Okay, so that shot's on this guy right here.
on the sword. Okay,
Yep.
and it does 16 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, you basically shoot it and it breaks it in half. Ching! The top part of the blade tumbles and falls to the ground and sticks in point first.
Sweet. So it's technically clear out of there then, or is it still a menace?
The other half of the sword and the handle are still kind of flying around, but
Gotcha.
it looks as if it's been drinking.
Okay, cool. And I think for the moment, yeah, because I can't actually move through that wall of enemies yet, so I will just stay here.
Excellent. Okay. Let's go and all right. Well, first off, I have to roll your damage, and then you can
You're right.
attempt to get out. All right, let's see what happens to you here. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. Okay, so you got 12 points of damage
All right.
as it constricts you.
So I'm grappled technically, right?
Correct.
Condition.
You're grappled and you're blinded.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is pull out my Sunblade, which right now is just a handle and a hilt, and tilt it away from me. So picture like you're holding it as if the sword, if it had a sword, would be pointing up, and then I rotate it into into the carpet and activate it. So now the blade is just going to out through it, and then try to slice twice with it.
Okay, so basically all it is you're going to, you'll get to attack, you'll get to activate it, and they're just at disadvantage. So there you go. That's it.
All right. Sorry.
Dun, 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 dun.
And that's a 1 and a 10.
Yep, those are 2 misses actually. But you were close. Okay. And essentially that's what the 2d6 whatnot. I mean, you can hold your breath ungodly long in 5th edition.
Yeah,
I'm not
days.
really going to worry about it. And Morgan, well, Morgan isn't the one with the really good con. It's Raleigh, right? I mean, it's probably
their physical stats are the same.
Okay, so
actually, I don't know. Let me see.
What's the? I just basically need.
Yeah, they're the same con.
It would make sense.
Yeah, what's your bonus to your con?
Well, he's not proficient in saves, but he's got his con is +3.
And that's like what, 3 minutes? So
Yeah.
we're good. Yeah, you'll get crushed to death way before you either kill this damn thing or get crushed to death way before you run out of air. Let's just put it that way.
Sure.
Okay.
Now
It's a good news, bad news scenario.
One argument about I feel like disadvantage when you're like, how can I miss this thing? That's all.
It's
This is
more
what
like
I get advantage.
This is basically what it is you didn't actually activate it. It's basically what that was. Because you're like this. Oh,
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to like stick it, but it's not easy maybe to like do any real
It's probably not
damage
easy to
to
move your
it and
arm
get any
with
leverage.
You're like,
So
I think is the-
essentially what happened was you were not able to get it activated to actually start doing some damage. Because you're right. Once you get that sucker up and on, it's going to... But also, remember, once you get it up and on, I will have, depending on the roll, there'll be a possibility you might cut yourself.
Okay.
So I see what you're saying, and we'll just RP that out when it comes to that part.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I forgot you had a lightsaber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's got Thundar's sword is what he's got.
Oh yeah, even better. Well,
Not
nothing's
that
better than a lightsaber, but
you're not
in this,
cool or anything, Jared. You're just not Thundar cool. You know what I'm saying?
I don't buy that for 1 second.
Yeah. Have you ever seen?
Thundar ain't got nothing on me.
Have you ever seen Thundar though? Have you ever watched that?
No, that's why I can say it with such confidence.
Oh, okay. There you go. That makes sense. Okay, we're good. All right, Ash. There's a bunch of angry furniture and stuff around you, man. What are you gonna do?
What is that guy with the tiki torch made out of?
He has got plates on him, metal plates, and underneath him is like purple, sinewy type of like material. It's almost as if, there was like a hulked out Arnold Schwarzenegger type underneath it, and essentially they went and just got really big, and like the plates are still on them. They're like riveted to him almost is what it is.
but it looks like if you have like a glass of wine or a beer, you could place it on top of his head.
Yeah.
And it won't fall off.
Hey man, I don't have the perfect things for all this stuff.
No, I think those are perfect for when if
and it
Silverwolf were here, he'd be drinking something. He'd be able to place it on his head.
And it does
Finish
have
the
that
fight.
maw full of teeth, so that it does have that going on. So
I kind of look at it for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Still not quite sure what to make of all this because it's just kind of weird.
Pandemonium.
But I announced to the thing, I think your gods have abandoned you, whatever they were, and attacked Tiki Torch Man with the betrayer. Probably
Ooh.
very poorly. 13.
Yours came with a name?
No, I named it.
All right, so what the fuck, Will? I get to name mine too.
All right, as soon as you can figure it out and have that show
The
up.
Raven's Edge.
All right, I'll be looking for it when it rolls.
I'm gonna put it. I know how to do this.
Okay, I'm sure you do, and I'm sure I'll remember to call it the Raven's Edge when you roll it. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
the
sorry.
13 hit.
And you were swinging against the
Tiki
big guy.
Torch.
Purple over there. Armored Grimace.
I don't. It does actually. You do hit it.
All right, for 10.
Okay. All right. It takes 10 damage. And you do cut into it very nicely.
All right, and because actually, hold on a second, I was wondering something.
While he's looking at that, we're in dim light, I imagine.
No,
This is okay.
because basically there were torches. I neglected to say that, and of course there's nothing on the walls in my
Yeah, so it's
beautiful
all
map.
bullshit now that I asked a question.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I'm
There-
gonna.
Each one that lights up, you see there's a little plaque underneath it and says Raven's Light. They pop up.
I'm also gonna, as I swing and I make contact with it, I say, just your gods have abandoned you, and feel the embrace of the Reaper, and I suck another level am I 19 hit points out of it with my touch of death.
Look at you. You're a terrible man.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Channel Divinity, touch of death.
Oh, that's a bonus action for you?
That's
If
cool.
if I hit with a melee
Gotta hit.
attack, I can use my Channel Divinity to deal
Wow.
extra necrotic damage to the target.
That's pretty sweet.
And this is the non-bullshit part of it. Okay, where I was talking about the torches and stuff. The reason it is not dark in here is because, and I did neglect to say this, the fireplace ignited when the trap went off.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a nice big blazing fire in the fireplace over here. That did happen. So
I'm gonna stick that fucking couch in it.
okay. Hey, Talon, you got a bunch of shit around you, dude.
I do.
You
And
do. You really do.
I don't love the idea of this. I feel like I'm being picked on, and
You probably are.
and I've got other shit to do. So while there is the crackling fire from the fireplace, it's throwing shadows all over the
You should
the
probably
walls
roll
and
and
the
see if you
floors.
find it romantic.
No, I absolutely do. I don't even need to roll. I might just ask this giant armor creature to sit on the sofa with me, and we'll just hold hands and look at the
Have a
fire.
little, have a
What are
little
you
brandy.
What are you
know?
casting? What are you casting?
Well, the shadows that are bouncing around sort of, swirl around me. Dim light within 10 feet of me becomes darkness. Bright light becomes dim light, and I become heavily obscure to others as I cast Shadow of Moil. And I'll
Do
put-
you have the appropriate
Look at that.
thing to do that?
Oh yeah.
There is a distinct spell component that goes along with that.
Man.
I will allow you to pick a different spell.
Can I use a focus?
Not for that one.
No,
That
that
one's
one-
specific.
Not to replace the gem, no.
Yeah.
With an undead eyeball inside, mind you.
Yes.
That's kind of the
It's-
real
it's-
Oh, there's undead eyeballs all over the place.
They
I
are!
picked up
I
along
mean,
the way.
Hell, you can get a
I
couple
mean, I could
from
grab
Ash.
you one
Yeah.
Solace if you need that, but
That's not the problem. The problem is getting an undead eyeball inside of a gem. That's worth how much? I think it's like 500 gold.
150.
150. It's not
150, yeah.
500.
Yeah. The hard part is that whole getting it in there thing.
All right.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, because that is a badass spell. And
Yeah.
so I hope you do get that spell component.
All right.
Maybe there's a book about how you can find one somewhere. floating around somewhere.
Do me a favor. Stab one of those books and bring it over here. All right. Well, right now I'm not gonna waste my fucking spells then, because I only have 2 that I could use, and right now I'm still doing okay. So I'm gonna continue to attack this guy.
Gotcha. And I got to point out, it seems to me that Talon for a second was extremely afraid and going to burn a really sweet spell because he's getting attacked by a sofa. They're going to throw that out there.
Yeah, a sofa, 2
Not
swords,
surprising.
a walking suit of armor, a shield, and a death carpet.
I know. It just doesn't sound very heroic. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
Does a 16 hit that guy?
Yes, it does.
So 8 points of damage on the first,
He takes it.
and another 11 on the second. So
He takes that
19
too.
altogether.
Yeah. You. These guys don't seem very hard to hit, and you did it to him.
So I've done 22 plus.
Yeah, what
I
did
hit
you
him
do?
before?
What
I did 11 the first time.
11 the first time. Okay, so let's say it's 20. So you've done 30 altogether to this guy.
There you go.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. So holy mackerel, it's the stuff's turn again. Well, this suit of armor purple thingy, he's kind of upset that you hit him like as much as you have, He for a second there thought you guys were gonna sit on the couch. He heard those sweet nothings you were trying to whisper into its ear. Oh yeah, baby. That 20 dress. Okay. So
it's hard to hit me, but he found a way.
He did. So this is what happens.
He's spurned.
His tongue comes, this big, thick, slimy tongue comes out at you, and it hits you, and it sticks to you. And it starts retracting it and dragging it in. And when it hits you, it's going to do some damage. Let's see. It does
2 points.
Maybe. It might. And let's see here. 8 points of damage. So it's a big old thump, and it's like just stuck to you. It's like that tongue is covered in just glue, and it's attempting to start to drag you towards it. Okay. So now we've got a couple of swords going to take some swings at you.
I want to just move slightly so it attacks with a natural 1. It hits that tongue. Come on.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I just want to double check what their plus to hit is. It's not really great. So, okay, we've got 1 sword.
No, it misses. I parry that.
2 sword.
Yeah.
See. Well, yeah, nothing to worry about. Now this time we've got a shield flying in at you.
And how is he getting to me?
It's flying.
They're flying. They just go.
All right, I duck.
Yeah. So see, you ducked. And then there's the sofa.
There's
the
the
sofa's going to
sofa.
attempt to smack you.
That one
20?
hits.
That
Yeah,
hits?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
19 is my armor class.
Sofa's dynamite.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
sofa is really good, man. He doesn't do a lot of damage though.
Yeah,
It's
he's
actually a
only-
pull-out bed.
Yeah.
That's why it's so
Yeah,
behind
no
it.
doubt. Every time it comes up to you, the sofa just goes bang. It goes
Things are
back.
The
dangerous.
sofas hit me more than anybody.
Yep, exactly.
I know.
Okay,
I
and
got
then
the
last
fucking
but not
carpet.
least, we have this swirling carpet attempting to fly over and ensnare you. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, I think I would probably want to roll a 20, not a D12. 'Cause we don't want to cheat. 21?
Yeah,
that hit you?
it's-
The carpet comes in and it wraps around you, but it wraps around the tongue too. So like the tongue is inside the carpet and the carpet is around the thing. So that's what's going on with that. So now
That's
you are
interesting.
constricted. You
Right.
will not take damage this round. You'll take damage at the start of your next round. But you are blind and your attacks are at disadvantage while you're inside of this thing.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And let's see. Oh, that was just that. All right.
No, you're done. It's fine. We can move
I'm
on.
done? Yeah. Yeah, just move on. Okay. Each of the targets turns. Okay. So you don't take any damage from the carpet this time. It'll be on your turn that you take it. So we just got to actually, and he's incorporated too. So they peel off of, whoop, not that. That doesn't peel off of you. I'm going to have to move it though, so I can get at my other toys. These things actually start flying away
Yeah, that's fair.
and come in the armoire is just getting really pissed. Because there's just like this huge
guys,
queue
just if you could just
of things.
scooch over a little bit, guys. Just
Yeah. And
can't
then
quite I have just a little more space. I'll try to sidle in here a bit, but it's still
I'm just
not easy.
I'm moving all kinds of stuff around here.
You're hogging it.
I'm trying. So the books in the bag are just flying around, and they're going to attempt to break out. I'm going to do that.
Break
Yeah.
up.
Let's see what happens. Nah, they don't do it. They're still just a big flying bag of books. Okay. So there's that. So now we've got some attacks going to happen on Ash. So sword. Let me make sure the plus. I almost gave them too much on their +2 hit. That would have been bad. So this sword back here can't hit you. I'm just going to have the ones that are directly around you make the attacks. So, and then these guys are attacking them. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks coming towards you, Ash. So we got a sword. 15. A 22. I think that'll hit. And we'll go ahead. I'm going to roll for the shield. Does 17 hit, Ash?
Yes.
It does? Okay, so the shield hits, and then...
Actually, all 3 of these have hit right now since he's using a two-handed weapon.
Oh, okay. And then last but not least, the sofa. That misses. Okay, so we've got 2 swords and a shield hitting you. So the sword... Bloop, 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 bloop. Sword 1 for 5. Sword 2 for 3. And then the shield for 5. Okay. So that's the damage done to you. So now we're going to go over to Wyndon.
Yep.
We've got a shield.
Yep.
And he's got a different plus to hit than the swords. Okay, so we've got shield. I think that'll hit.
Good lord. Yep.
Okay, we've got a sword. That'll hit. And then, wow, these guys are rolling pretty good.
Yep, they are.
And we got we got a swarm of books. And I take it that misses. Okay,
Yes.
so now we've got so here is the sword's damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, that's not bad. Only 2 points.
Sure.
And then here's the shield for 7.
Okay. Thank you.
And the rest of the stuff doesn't really do anything because there's not a lot of stuff. The table over here too, it's getting kind of pissed. It's kind of like stomping around. It's like, oh, I want to fight too. Yeah, and those guys are kind of stomping around a little bit. Okay. Wyndon.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, jeez, this is not great.
It's not good. I mean, who would have expected something like this happening in the company of a lesser Boneheart wizard? I mean, really.
All right.
A couple of goblins, maybe. You know.
2 shots
I
on the
suspected
shield
it.
here. First shot on
I mean,
the
I
shield.
didn't expect all of the furniture, but
Does
No
14
doubt, Wu Ting says that these guys should be love seats. I think they should.
that's what I was calling it, a love seat.
Is that what it is? All right.
Yeah, it's a 2-seater. It's a love seat.
See, it just has more panache when Wu Tang says it.
I haven't loved it.
I'm sorry. What are you doing there?
I'm shooting at the shield.
Okay.
I don't know if a 14 hits or not.
I mean, how hard is it to hit a shield? Usually you're trying not to hit the shield.
It actually does hit the shield, but it kind of goes patang off the front of it, and
The shield does what it's supposed to.
exactly.
I am
There you
vexed
go.
by this. I'm gonna try. No, screw it. I'm gonna shoot at the sword again. Then.
Yes, do it. You can do this.
Oh come on!
And- yes. And if it had been a full sword, you would have hit it.
Yeah.
It was half a sword. It's
Oh,
half the sword it
decorative
used to
sword.
be.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think that's all I got right now. Okay, that's it.
All right, cool.
I'm
Raleigh,
trapped.
first,
I can't move.
let's-
I don't like this.
let's roll your damage first, and then you can do your due. And it's... Yep, that's true. Okay. All right, so you are going to take 11 points of damage.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when he's got the the love grip on you there. So.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So he tried activating the sword. It didn't work. So now he's going to try to break out. But first, he's going to call to Bruce to try to help and have Bruce going to try to like fly into where the seam is. Like where it wraps and meets.
Pull on it or something. Sure.
Yeah. And,
so you'll base. Yeah. So and I don't think that. No, it's just a regular. So go ahead. You can get it at. You can get the advantage at it. Sure.
I didn't need it, but
nope. You got it. Yeah. Booyah. Okay, so you come tumbling out of the carpet. Dun dun dun. So we'll put you right there.
All right, and then he's gonna kind of like take a split second, assess the situation, and just go hurtling, kind of rolling over the table here.
Okay.
And
if the table could talk, he'd be like, "Hey."
I just got over here. I was hoping. I mean, I was gonna hit you with I'm just gonna bump into you, frankly, and hope I hit your knee or stubbed your toe or something because I'm a table. What else can I do?
Hey, those sofas are really good at stepping on your feet. That's basically what they do. They kind of like saunter over, they go bam, and they hit your foot. Okay.
And then he's gonna yell for. After he like kind of gets to where he is and plants his feet, and he's got a better look of the room, he's going to yell to Ash to come to me. And
as all this shit is swarming.
Well, like I don't want to drop a fireball on you, but I will.
Right? You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do, right?
Right.
Okay, so Ash, man, it's your turn.
I mean, either way, I think it was probably for the best for him.
Yeah.
So I hear that. See the bat's been flying around. Figure it must be the better part of the bipolar situation.
Yep.
So I will disengage.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and make my way up to here.
Okay. You
And
put
then
your hands over your head and just start running. Oh, leave me alone. Okay.
And then when I get up there, actually, before I run, this chain comes screaming up out of the ground, and I just take off running.
You get your.
So the
let me grab that for you.
Chain is there to attack the purple man.
Against the purple guy. Okay. Let me find it. Dun, 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 dun.
16 for 6.
There it is. All right. There's the chain. Let me go ahead and put an aura on this thing so that we can see it.
And I can't move it.
Yeah, I haven't done that to you yet. So, bloop.
And of course, Wyndon would immediately recognize the bloodied, screaming chain for what it is.
There it is. And it's okay. And it attacks. How much did it do to him?
6.
Okay, 6. So that's the wrong way. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, it hits him again. I mean, you guys have done some decent damage to these things. They don't seem to be terribly hard to hit. So, okay. And so that would be that. Hey, Talon. Oh, it's your turn. But first, I have to give you your damage. So
You do sound sad.
I do. I am sad because I definitely. If anything, I don't want to do.
Broken up.
I really don't want to kill another one of Adam's characters.
I don't know that I believe that.
So you take 10 points of constricting damage.
Yeah, I got
You
it.
say that, but you're laughing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just a jolly guy, man.
Oh, we just lost Jarrus after he was defending my honor and then disappeared.
Yeah,
That's
I have that.
conspiracy.
I have that kind of power, How dare you say
We'll
that?
just move over to this thing while we wait for him to come back.
Hi.
There he is.
There
He's back.
he's back. So we'll go back to this. I suppose I'll just try to break out. I don't remember the scenario.
yeah.
Is it athletics or acrobatics? It's the same for me.
Either or, you can choose between the
it's
two.
the same.
It's escape, and the DC is only 13. Let's see what
It's a
we got.
21.
Yeah, you're totally. You come spitting out.
All right, so then what I would like to do is, do I want to do that now? I might as well.
You might as well.
The shadows gather around me.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to put myself over here. I disappear and reappear behind asshole over here.
Okay.
And I mean, all you can see is just shadow. And I am, where is it?
You can just run in afterwards and make sure he doesn't lose all his death saves. That's all I'm going to say. You
here
know
we
exactly what I'm talking about, Jairus.
Yep.
So you
Oops,
attack.
I didn't actually. Did I do that? Yeah. Yeah. So I am resistant to all damage until the beginning of my next turn,
Look
Nice.
at you. That is really nice.
and I appear ghostly and translucent. But we'll just say shadowy, a shadowy form,
Of course.
just to keep on brand.
Yeah,
I would
keep on
say
brand.
I would say that a shadow is ghostly and translucent. I would say that
Yeah.
that's a good way of describing it.
And that's it, because I used my action to. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use. Do I want to waste that now? Sure. I'm gonna cast my bonus action. Use my bonus action to cast Shadow Blade as
I
well.
thought you used your bonus action to do the Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I thought that was my movement. Yeah, fine. Never mind. I don't do the Shadow Blade thing.
There you go. Got to keep these kids honest, Steve.
Next
You know?
time I can do it.
Okay, so it's the stuff's turn.
Gee.
It turns, does nothing to you, flies over, does nothing to you, flies over, does nothing to you. The sofa is all like, yeah, get on it. And he starts coming over.
gonna stub your motherfucking toe.
Right?
They
Over
do that.
here,
This is gonna really hurt for about 20 seconds.
we've got the carpets flying over here towards you, Morgan. And
Magic carpet ride.
that guy's coming over towards you. So we got these guys. And, well, there's not enough room there. So the shield's going to fly over towards you, too. And then this table.
The table's out for blood.
It is, man. The armoire, it gets really happy. It's like, yay!
I am so close.
And
Oh, God.
it comes over to you.
How dare you
Um,
open me in such a familiar way.
right? So some of this other stuff's going to move,
Oops, you guys are in the wrong spot.
but it's not going to be in the attackable area. Actually, these books will fly over. The book bag. And that guy's going to stay attacking the chain because they don't know no better. This guy, though, he's going to come over. He's going to position himself there. Okay, that looks about right because these swords, we'll say that sword just goes like right there for right now. These swords are attacking the chain, and that stuff right there is attacking the chain because, like I said, they don't know no better. Like, oh, okay, so they attack. Nothing can happen to you. Let's go over here to Raleigh. All right, we're going to have the writing desk. O'Doom is going to attempt to hit you. 21.
He's going to cast shield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be through the rest, and I got to hit 23 to hit you now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 23 is
Okay, so here goes. This carpet's going to attempt to engulf you,
Oh boy.
and it misses.
Whew,
We're
thank
able to
goodness.
keep away from the carpet, and we've got the shield attempting to brain you, and that's a miss. It flies past and hits the wall. Bang.
Shields cannot defeat me.
Okay, so we got a bag of books attempting to hit good old Ash.
Now I think it would be the bag of books that would brain you. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right? Dun dun dun. Okay, and then The table, excited that
The
it
dark
gets to
side of
attack
books
somebody.
people don't talk about.
All right, Armoire, you've been waiting. It's your turn. See what you got.
Your whole armoire life has been built into this moment.
15. Does that
That'll
hit
do
you?
it.
Okay, so it hits.
I like to think that the doors open and then like a drawer pops out.
That's
exactly
what I was thinking.
Swallow him up and then spit him out, oddly dressed.
Oh, that would be awesome, actually. Okay, so these guys attack the chain. Nothing happens to the chain. So now we've got a sword attacking at Wyndham. I think that hits you.
Yeah, once again, you're really rowing high for me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love.
That's
Hey, we got the shield. 17
Sure.
hit. Okay.
It would, but I'm finally gonna cast shield on myself.
Okay.
I
So
think
that
this is, forget about being hit. I think this is the most times you've actually been able to have been attacked the entire campaign.
Yeah, this is the only time he's been packed into a corner. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trapped. I can't run
Yeah.
through these guys' rules as written. So
Okay, so now we've got books trying to get you,
sure.
and they don't do nothing.
Nope. Nope.
And that's actually it, because this guy here, he's not able to swing over you to get you. He doesn't have reach.
Cool.
So yeah.
So just the sword got one hit then.
Yep. So the sword got a hit in on you. So, and that only does 9 points.
Ugh. All right.
And so that's all of their attacks. So now we've got Wyndham.
Yep. Whew. Yeah. Okay. I really wanted to clear a path out of here, but let's shoot at the shield again. Yeah, just gonna do it. Here we go.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I was laughing at what Fred Creed wrote.
And- Ow! Come on.
Now he's laughing at your roll.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good. That's a good job. Who were you shooting this sword, right?
The shield.
The shield.
Oh, the shield.
I mean, that's your problem.
The shield is your arch nemesis.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
My
It is.
problem is I'm rolling like twos.
Shields were meant to be shot at. You're like,
You
where
know
do I
what?
shoot this thing?
All I got to do is this just takes me flashbacks to, I remember like you guys are like in death-defying odds in a town, and Wyndham's just like dead,
It's true. Yeah.
dead. He's like, ba-ding.
All right.
I don't know where the vital organs are on a fucking shield.
Yeah, that's all I got. I can't do anything else right now. So
It's fireball time. Lee Kim, are you
Yeah.
on still? We're gonna get a fireball.
And that's Morgan just comes out with this like, enough, and stomps his feet and his hands go out and he drops a fireball right here. Oh, let me get my pointer on. Right here, which
Okay.
will get everything except the shield and the writing desk that are on me. But all of Wyndham's guys, the sword, the armoire, the table, both rugs, this motherfucker.
I don't think it'll get the books. That's the only thing it won't get over there.
Which, sorry, I won't get the books. It won't get the books.
Oh,
Won't
yeah.
get the
Get all
shield,
that.
won't get the desk.
Get all that.
Nope, one more over to your right. Sorry, here. Yeah.
There you go.
But it's not going to get any. Well, it should get the sofa, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It gets
Yeah,
the
it
sofa,
does.
it gets
It
the
gets-
guy on the other side of the sofa, it gets everybody.
It
Oh,
also
over here.
gets Ash,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
No, nothing in the bottom right.
Okay. I was wondering. That was
I forgot
none of
about the
my
bottom
stuff,
right.
yeah.
I mean,
all right.
I can't do everything, guys. You should have huddled closer together.
It's your own. It's your own faults. Okay.
So,
So,
the deck save DC, I think, is well. Let's find out. 15.
Okay. Now, what I really need to know is the damage.
8d6. Oh yeah, let's
Okay.
find
Go
out.
ahead and roll it, because they'll be taking. Even if they make it, they're going to take half. So I want to see what that
Oh,
half
yeah.
damage is.
Oh, what a last roll.
Oh, look at all those
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
oh, that's rough.
Twos. So 13. Okay.
Yeah.
So 13. So I'm going to just automatically get rid of. Okay, that sword's just going to automatically be gone.
Sweet.
And he's got 8. That'll be close. Okay, so all right. So I need to make some saving throws. So and just to speed it all up. I'm going to give them all the same dex modifier, even if they have a higher one, so I don't have to change it. Okay, so they're all only going to get a +1 to the save. And the DC was what again?
15.
15.
If you want to just do like roll 20 d6, you can just kind of look, instead of
yeah. So here, let's do. Oops. Let's do it that way. Here we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So we got 12 of these bad boys to roll.
I see 14. I might be mistaken.
Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I see 13 this time.
13. Yeah, we're right. 13.
Verge said the right answer.
Split the difference.
That must be correct then. Okay, here we go. God, if that was only damage. So we got, and we're just going to go from up. So this guy will take 13. Okay, this
Those
guy
are some good rolls, you bastard.
Yeah.
going to be gone. It's going to be gone. This will be 13. It'll still be there. The sofa is going to be gone. This guy, that's the nat 20, was this dude. So only 13 on him. So he's still there. That's a 2, so that one's gone. This one was a 19, so it'll be half. Okay, so he's still there. The armoire got a 3, so he takes the full amount. And surprisingly, he catches on fire, but he's not completely destroyed. He's made of sturdy stuff, you know what I mean? Okay.
The armoire was only one day
Table.
until retirement, too.
Right? Okay, the table takes the full 26, but is still there. But again, that he's on fire now too. He takes the full 26, but he is still there. The carpet, he's going to take the full 26 and is on fire, but it's still there. And then last but not least, okay, so he's going to make it. So you dropped a bunch of damage on a bunch of stuff, man.
There we
Nicely
go.
done.
And then with his bonus action, he's going to light his lightsaber. Back against the wall. Prepare
As
to
you-
not die.
Yes, as every good hero should. All right, good job, man.
Was that another crack, by the way, for killing my guy?
Yes.
Okay, Ash, you saw this big old. You guys are all slightly short of breath as the oxygen is pulled from out of the room.
What is this wall beside me made out of?
It's made out of wood, but
Particle board.
but there is a distinct force field there. You can actually see it slightly distorting the wall.
It's the whole wall of force in the entire room.
Okay. I direct my chain that screams and making this unsettling infernal sounds down there to attack the purple dude.
All right, let's do it.
So a 9 probably misses.
A 9 does miss, which is too bad because he's really low.
And then I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right.
I'm also very low. I'm going to do that at second level.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
So, probably 11. So.
Yeah, that first roll sucked, dude. You got a 3.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. All right. Is that it? Can't move
Yeah, it was
anywhere.
bonus action and action. I'm not going to
Yeah.
run anywhere, so.
All right. Hey, Talon, man.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure, man. You can ask me anything. I'm here for you, baby.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
When I teleported,
Uh-huh.
what happened to that fucker's tongue?
It's gone. It detached from me.
Did it attach from him as well?
No. You didn't like show up in a different place with a big old severed tongue on you. It just like
That
you
would be
left.
come on, that would
Yeah.
be much.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't use it now, but I'll bonus action the Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna, because that is my bonus action, I can't actually use it, but I will be able to attack with my Raven's Edge.
Yep. You can attack with that
twice.
Yep.
So 18 for 12 points of damage. Still on that same guy, the armor dude.
Yeah, it's for 12. Okay. Yeah, he's not looking too good, man. He's looking upset.
And then 20 for another 8.
For
He's
another-
very upset.
He is.
He's looking cold.
You've like knocked pieces and bits of his armor off.
This
of him.
guy's got a lot.
He's
I've done a lot of
oozing
damage
purple.
against him. I don't.
Yeah, he's oozing purple blood onto the floor.
He
It
is
looks
writing
kind of funky and foul.
Very strong letter. Very strongly worded letter.
Yes, he is. Very much so. Very much so. All right, is that all you got, man?
Yep. Next time I'll have 3 attacks against him, but
Yeah,
right
there you
now
go.
I just have the 2.
But now it's their attacks against you.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I feel like I can dodge them.
Yeah. Well, you kind of got to be okay with it because it's just.
I don't have a choice. They're going to attack me anyway, or I'll, but I might write a strong,
A positive
worded letter
outlook is
against
very
them.
important.
Okay, so
Fuck
snap.
you and your natural 20s.
Another one.
Oh, here comes another sword. We're back.
That misses.
Okay, so now we've
I
got.
was too busy parrying the one sword when the other one just
Right, we got-
right under my.
Here comes your arch nemesis, the sofa. Oh,
-1. He finally
oh
missed me.
man, he totally misses.
I moved into a different spot. He can't figure out the.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on there. So, and now the purple guy is coming at you with his tongue.
Fuck you. That'll miss.
Okay, so you just got it. You got
I
a
got a double sword.
double sword crate. That's all.
Ouch.
That's nothing. Nothing.
It's not the best.
So 13 points of damage this sword does to you. Whack.
All right,
All right. Good times.
I can take it.
Okay, let's go up here.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
We've got the writing desk coming at you, Raleigh. Let's see what it does. Yeah. Okay, that's a miss. All right. And let's see. Now we've got the shield. That's not good, man.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you're wrapped up again. Let me put you inside the.
No, you said it was the
You
shield.
said it
not
was
the-
the
Oh, you're right.
shield.
My
You
bad.
said it
I
was
was
the
getting happy
shield.
for a second. Okay, so let me do the shield's damage to you. Hold on. Do it right. Yeah. Okay. Patang. Oh, damn! I'm rolling high on the damage too. Shit.
Yeah, I'm getting a little sick of your rolls. Truth
Me
be told.
too. All right. Okay. So now is the carpet, and it misses. Okay, that's good. All right. So now let's go over to Ash. We've got a let's see here, flying bag of books. That's gonna miss. I got to get 15, right?
Yep.
Okay. So bag of books miss. The table miss. The armoire miss. Okay. And the
Do
carpet.
they take any additional fire damage since they're on fire?
Oh yeah, huh? Let's do that. Because I'm a nice guy. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say these creatures are going to take an extra D4 of damage before they burn out.
Nice.
So, yeah, because that's just how I am. I'm just I'm a giver.
Super nice guy.
Yeah. Okay, so that goes up to that, and that's going to take. Ooh, almost. That carpet's looking real threadbare, by the way. Does that kill that? Oh, so close. So close. That didn't take any. So he's looking at, okay. just to speed it up, it gave them all the same extra damage. So there we go. Cool. Okay. So everything missed, Ash. So now this is continuing to attack the chain. We've got one shield coming in at Winded. Yep. That's a miss.
That will miss. Thankfully.
The books actually. Oh, that's right. They didn't take any damage from that because they were in the same area.
They were out of the range.
Okay, so here go the books.
Sure.
Yep, they miss. And this guy can actually fit in one spot. He's going to actually come down in here.
Hi.
Yeah, he comes down in. Hello. Nice to meet you, finally.
What a party, huh?
I've heard good things.
Yeah. And his tongue comes flapping out at you.
Yeah, I figured.
And he completely misses.
Sweet.
See, there you go, guys. Look at that. You
Beautiful.
got this now. Okay, Winded.
Oh, gentle tongue, he weeps, for he has but one tongue in which to taste the entire world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Anybody?
that
The Tick TV show, the cartoon?
Was that from that?
Yeah.
Nice?
I'm a huge fan of that.
I actually know the guy who wrote the theme song.
Oh, do
That's
you
cool.
really?
Yeah.
That is cool. I met Ben England once at a
Cool.
company signing.
Oh, that's cool.
So Mr. Purple Man here, the Grimace knockoff, since he's already up in my grill, I'm gonna shoot him.
I beat the heck out of him. He should be about ready to go.
Oh, he's looking
Bleeding
bad.
all over, stuffing coming out.
Yep, but that missed.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take a regular shot at him next time. Here we go.
Well, this
Oh,
one will
come
hit no
on.
matter what.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
20,
go.
baby. Oh, hey, guess what, man?
Yes.
He just falls over dead.
Sweet.
And when he falls over, when that shaft just goes flying through him, tearing his purple guts out, it falls backwards, and it starts to just kind of like
Dissolve. Yeah.
devolve into like this purple
I
mass.
figured.
Yeah, it
Yep.
looks like Play-Doh or something. It's slimier. Yeah.
Now, do I want to run away? No, actually, I don't usually like being in a corner, but right now it's actually not a bad place to be. So I will stay where I am.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's an
you're,
awful lot of stuff still up here. You don't want to go up there.
Yeah, you're better off with a shield and some books.
Yep.
All right. Morgan, drop another fireball. You can do this.
I have no more fireballs. He's got his sword. He's going to slash at the carpet.
Good choice.
Good idea.
Good choice.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
You can do this, man. I have nothing but confidence in you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And actually, you know what? The bat, Bruce is going to fly in behind the carpet right as he attacks, just to
good.
give him a little aid. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it wasn't going to matter anyway. I really doubted. Boom! You cut it down the middle. It falls into two pieces that flutter slowly down to the floor, smoking and smoldering.
And then he's going to turn and slash at the. I'll go with the desk. At the desk.
Okay, you got 2 attacks.
He's got 2 attacks. Blade Singer,
Oh, that's right.
but he
Okay.
misses. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I was getting you mixed up with.
I mean, he's a wizard, so you don't typically associate wizards with 2 attacks.
Yeah, he's one of those silly singer dancer kind of guys. That's okay.
Yep.
All right. So
It is an elegant
elegant.
form of fencing. All right.
Yeah, that's the way I described it.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Fencing is awesome. I used to fence.
That doesn't surprise me. You're a man of many talents and trades, Michael. Many talents and trades. Okay, so
Gotta try everything.
Mhm.
All right.
Only once.
Ash, it's your turn.
I say death is not the end, not until the fight is over. Nerul, send your fiends to guard me.
Oh, there you
And
go.
Yeah.
the spirit guardians come.
All right.
Screaming skulls flying everywhere. Everything needs a DC 15 within 20
Yeah.
feet of me, which is
Let's
pretty
see.
much everything in this area.
So it's DC 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get this guy too, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You'll get this too. And you'll get this.
Yep.
And does it get the desk? Yep. Yeah, that's close. Yeah, it gets it. It gets it. It gets it. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So DC 16, you say? Go ahead and roll your damage. I want to see what the half is.
16 is a damage. DC 15 is my
DC 15, so 8.
15.
So let me see. Okay, that doesn't do him in. It will do this in though. Doesn't do that guy. This guy's, oh no, he's been touched, but he'll still be okay. He'll still be okay. Okay, so I need to roll for the other ones. 1, 2, 3,
Looks
4,
like 6.
5, 6. Okay.
And of course, their speed is halved.
Yeah. 6. 1. No, screw that. We'll just get rid of that. Here we go. I'm going to say they all failed. Okay, so 16 to everything. So, boom. Boom. Okay, come on. I got to go up, obviously. Okay. Boom. 16, so there's... Okay. What about this guy? 15. Yeah, he's still gonna be there. All right. Look at that. Look at that. See, there's the Press Gang Opportunists that I know and love. Look at that.
Oh, and then the chain makes a screaming sound as it attacks the shield closest to Wyndon down there.
Oh, the one closest to Wyndon? Okay.
Or not the shield.
Yeah, buddy.
The chain.
Got
21 for 5.
Definitely hits it.
This guy here.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away, but it hits it.
Yep.
Puts a big old whang. It
I mean, at
dents
least
it
something
in.
could hit it. I haven't had any luck.
Hey, Talon, I hear you got a fancy sword.
I have the Raven's Edge, and I also have a Shadow Blade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to.
You call it the Shadow Raven?
I got...
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I do. Okay, motherfucker.
Hey, you could have at least gone like
It's the Raven's Shadow. I call it. All right, that misses. I'm assuming I'm still attacking the same guy. 13.
That actually hits.
All right, so 12 more points of damage to Fuckface over here. Down at the bottom. He's done.
There he goes.
He's dead. He's gone. You finally did it.
And then I'm just gonna stab this with a Shadow Blade while
Your nemesis, the sofa.
Yeah. 20 for 15 points.
And surprisingly, psychic damage does something to it.
Yeah, it hurts its feelings.
It does. Wow, that's the first damage that thing's taken.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've only been fighting. No one else. I've only been fighting these guys here in the corner, and I've only attacked that one guy until.
Right.
You're just quietly kind of keeping to yourself.
Yeah, I got. You guys take care of that stuff. I'm good over here.
There it is. There it is. Okay. All right. So it's the stuff's turn. Let's go ahead and we've got
Revenge of the sofa.
Revenge of the swords. These swords are gonna do you in, dude.
Those swords are not gonna hit me again.
Yes, they are. And here it comes.
They're gonna hit each other instead. Ready?
Bam! Told you.
It hit me.
Bam!
The other.
He called it.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, and the sofa, he ain't about to lay down for nobody. Here he comes. Nat 20. Oh,
That
so
one's-
close.
That was close.
Okay,
Alright,
so we got
two sword attacks.
all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it in one roll.
I'm too busy facing off against the evil love seat that
right. You didn't see these swords coming in at you. Okay,
that's
so
much better.
And
Yeah,
if
it's
you
always-
see flying swords versus a sofa, you know which one's more
Whoops.
dangerous.
Yeah, right, the sofa.
Sorry,
come
everybody
on.
watching. I hit
Oh, it's heavy as shit.
Yeah.
-6. Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Now we've got over here on Raleigh. It's the start of their turn, so they should take damage again, correct? if they're inside that.
Oh, the Spirit Guardian thing, yeah.
Spirit Guardians, right, Michael?
Yes, the Spirit Guardians.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage. I want to see what that is.
All right.
Because it very well could, if you roll well enough. I'm going to have to...
10.
Okay, so...
He does get a save, though.
Yeah. That might, if he fails, that'd kill him. Okay, so... The desk. He fails. Boom. The shield. He succeeds. It was 15.
Still takes
right?
5.
Still takes 5, though. Okay, so... Oops, did it the wrong way. Probably want to do the full amount of damage to him. Now this guy, let's see, what does he get? Oh, he's going to fail, so he's going to take 10?
Yep.
Okay. Man, he looks really bad. He's just like, he's got like purple stuff just kind of like squirting out and jetting out of him. There's like a nice big pool of purple ooze all around him there. Okay, so, but it's still his turn. And he's going to actually back up out of that way of that stuff. The shield, though, is going to attack.
As he walks back, I just say, "This way only equals death for you."
And he says, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, 18 hit you there, Morgan?
It does, yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, so you're going to take a whopping 7 points. That's actually pretty decent. They're nickel and diming you, fellas. They're nickel and diming you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this shield still continues attacking the chain fruitlessly. So we've got shield against, and that's a miss. And we got some books against Wyndon as well. 16 hit you?
It will, yeah.
Okay, this is the first time the books have hit you.
You got a paper cut.
This is a smaller swarm of books, so it doesn't do the same damage to the other guys. You only take 4 damage from that.
Okay.
Hey, guys, whoever said words don't hurt, huh?
Well played, sir. All right, Wyndon, it is your turn.
This shield has become my nemesis, so I'm going to attempt to shoot it.
I want that shield to escape and then just keep coming back.
Goes up to recurring character.
Actually, maybe it could like become a sidekick. We give it a name.
Right, if we can turn to our side, it is impossible to hit.
That's true.
There you go. That's got
So
it.
there you go. Hopefully
That
that's
hits.
What you want in a
Okay.
shield.
And let's see. So, actually, wait.
Oh, sweet. All right.
It's gone.
In that case, I will turn and
Shoot the books.
Yeah, actually, I think I will.
Okay.
I will shoot the books.
Go ahead.
So, I don't know how hard they are to hit, so we'll start with.
It's considered just like a swarm, so you're just doing the damage to it as a whole.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm not going to get into the semantics of the fact
Sure.
that you're shooting a bolt at it and all that.
Okay. So there's that.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, I'm still okay where I am, actually. So we're good.
Okay, cool. So it was 15 you did to it?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough to kill
Kill
4
a
bugs.
fucking
Yeah.
book.
You
4
throw one
books.
bolt at the one instant all 4 books line
Yeah,
up.
they all go like
Yeah.
this. So
that
true.
was a tragic mistake.
All right. You got a shield pestering around you there, Morgan.
Turn and swipe at him with my sunblade. It's a
misses.
13 hit.
Nope.
Miss.
Yeah, he basically parries it with himself.
Sure.
Okay.
That's uncanny.
And 21's definitely going to hit, though. So
12 points of damage.
that is enough. It will smoke it. Bam. It's out of there. Okay. All right. Are you going to move it all, or are you just going to sit there? Or...
No, I think he took both attacks. He'll kind of take a step or two.
Yeah, because the Raven-themed guy down here is looking pretty still surrounded.
Yeah, that's let me see. how far away I
Just
am.
minding my own business, attacking my furniture.
Yeah, so he's going to kind of take a step forward, and he'll be ready to help him next turn. But there's nothing.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. All right, Ash.
You soulless thing! How dare you run from me?
Ah!
Down here attacking.
Hey, I thought we were done fighting. Yeah, that's not cool, man.
So basically, you're swirling. Because what do those things look like that you got under there?
Skulls.
Like demons?
Skulls and
They're skulls.
backbones and
Yeah.
rib cages,
So-
not like anything put together, just screaming on
And the
holy
haunting tune of
infernal.
the rib
So-
bones connected to the.
I hope not.
I mean,
So-
they're like, they're like these fiends just screaming around, looking like they're, Salus, actually. A lot of Saluses just running.
Creepy.
Roll your damage though, for me, because these guys are gonna get it too. So
They don't actually get their damage until the start of their turn, but we can
Start of
do
their
it
turn.
now if you want.
that's
I
right.
was going to attack him with
That's right.
Betrayer.
They didn't walk into it. So
Yeah. So that would be 10 more to him because the Betrayer pierces him
to this guy. Right here?
to the. Well, no, then we have to do the spiritual weapon
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
That was his attack to the.
That was
Yeah,
my
we-
attack.
Yeah,
To,
To the guy who's
you
gone.
took him away before. he
Yeah,
did
he's
his
dead.
attack.
Gone. He's dead. Gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then the spiritual weapon screams out at that
Oh yeah. That.
chunk of armor and takes a good chunk out of it.
Actually. Yeah, that does hit. So. Let's see. Watang, but it doesn't go down. Okay. Talon.
All right, I am going to start attacking swords because they do more
Actually,
damage than the fucking sofa. So
Surprisingly.
I'll start with this one over here. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, they're decorative swords.
Sharp for as decorative
Yes.
as they are.
So Raven's Edge, I turn and miss. I imagine a 12.
Yeah, actually, that. Well, no, wait. Yes, it misses.
Um,
You know what it does? It parries your blade.
What I would like to do is use one of my inspirations for that second.
Ah, there
for
you
that
go.
Second roll there. I'm gonna mark
Yeah.
one of these off here. Hold on.
Yeah. Why does it say Raven's Edge? What is that?
That's my
That's his
fucking
sword.
sword, asshole.
Okay, so
So anyway, that says 18 points of damage to that sword.
okay, to this one, right?
The one
first
all the way
right
to the
there.
end, yeah.
To right, 18 points. You say
18 points.
it shatters it.
So then
Ooh.
I just
thing
continue.
you were so
I'll
fucking inspired.
continue the move into the second one with second Raven's Edge. 18 hit it
That hits it.
for 15 points, 2 of which are cold.
Oh man, it like takes a big chunk out. You cut this one in half, but it doesn't shatter like the other one does.
Well, then I come back around with the other hand with Raven Shadow.
Uh-huh.
And a 20 for another 12, I'm assuming, does it in, right?
It does. That is so Raven. You just
Come on with that now. Nickelodeon, if you'd like to be a sponsor, we would love to have you.
That'd be just fantastic.
that would be
Quality.
awesome. Quality across the board.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay, so let me.
Now
roll
it's
this.
just me against this. It's just me and the sofa. You guys find a
What?
way out. I don't
No,
even.
wait. It's it's gonna roll its saving throw.
Mano a mano.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's coming.
Oh, it got a 19. It still wants a piece of the Raven.
This is not.
It still
This is
takes
not
5.
over, love seat.
Okay, so it takes 5. It's not done. It's not done. It's still up. It's coming for you, buddy. It's coming for you.
Bring it.
Come on, baby, give me a crit.
Crit me again.
Oh, it didn't.
That misses. Basically, it just tosses a cushion at me that I just swat away.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and essentially, because the shield is stupid, it just keeps attacking the chain. It eventually dies.
They should just find a way out while I just finish off this sofa.
And go ahead. Are you guys going to deprive him of his victory of the sofa?
No, if he wants to kill the sofa, that's fine.
I'm more interested in Ash and Morgan.
So Morgan would try to help him.
Okay.
But at this point, he's been like crushed a couple of times by that rug. I think he's probably got a couple of broken ribs, and then same thing, bashed by the shield like twice in the body. So he takes a step, and then he collapses onto his hands and knees, and coughs out blood.
Ooh, that's
A not so subtle hint for Ash to cure him is what I'm.
Well, and then like his face shifts, and you just hear, "Oh, that fucking pussy! He does this every time." And Raleigh just rolls over onto his back.
Yes, I saw what was happening.
He leaves Raleigh with the pain.
Okay, so Wyndon, you're gonna let him attack, right?
I mean, it looks like, I mean, it's him versus a sofa or love seat. I think he's okay at this point.
Okay.
And that is so far beneath me. I walk over and I say to Raleigh Morgan, accept Nerule's gift and you may rise and walk some more.
No.
And you're healed for 16.
Oh, that's cool too. Thank you.
Okay, here you go. Go ahead, Talon. It's mano y mano. It's you and the sofa, buddy.
19
That hits.
for 9 points of damage.
It's not dead yet, Jim. Okay, it's
26 for another 15.
dead now. All right, it's dead. It's dead.
And then, just for shits and giggles, I'm still going to just Shadow Blade him for another 7 points.
And
Wow.
we are not getting the deposit back on this room.
Now, where am I supposed to convalesce?
Right?
The
needed that
Shadow
something.
Blade disappear. Actually, both blades just disappear in shadow.
In a mist, in a
Very
swirl
cool.
of smoke. Oh goodness me! You know
Meanwhile,
what?
this screaming Nerule fiends are still flying around me, and Talon standing at the edge of it.
I'll take a step back.
Okay, so there's that. Now, we went way past and didn't even do our break.
At this point,
I don't
let's not
know.
do a break. We got 30
Yeah,
minutes
I
left.
was just going to ask.
Power through.
Are you guys okay? All right, cool.
I'm fine myself.
All right. I just didn't know if somebody was doing a secret pee-pee dance or
I
something.
left twice to.
I mean, I'll just slip away. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, so everything's dead.
All right.
Although the fireplace is crackling and you're starting to notice that there's smoke starting to rise up and out from the fireplace. Very thin, very magical, sparkling looking.
Is that force field still up everywhere?
Yes, it
Damn it.
is actually.
Okay. Raleigh, right?
Yep.
You don't know.
What's up, Lyndon?
Never mind. Nope. You're cool. Just relax.
Is there a way to get the other one back? No offense intended, of course.
And Raleigh's like, oh, yeah, no, totally. He left me with at least 3 broken ribs. Can somebody please teach this dumbass how to fight?
Your
Please.
ribs are fine. I healed them with the power of Nerule.
They're still a little tender, man.
Quit
Hold on
whining.
1 second. And he starts trying to, like, you hear him mumbling. He's like, the capital. And boop, and Morgan's back. And he immediately was like, same thing, like clutching his ribs. He's like,
I kind of reach out to Raleigh at that point and say, the priest fears no death when the Reaper is near, and neither will his subjects.
I'm pretty sure he just called you guys his bitches.
I'm gonna take my water skin and just see if I can like splash any water on this fire in the fireplace. See if that does anything at all.
It turns into steam right away.
I feel like I'll say out loud. I feel like this thing is linked to this barrier that's preventing us from leaving. I feel like if we could somehow either magically or in some mundane way quell this fire, we could maybe get out of here.
Agreed. Are you able to dispel this magic?
I am not a wizard, and no, I can't dispel the magic.
I turn. Which one are you? I turn to Raleigh and Morgan.
Morgan's kind of pulled himself up to his feet, and he's like, I am
Say
a
the
little
full name.
drained. I'm a little drained at the moment.
No, you're supposed to say I am and then say your full name.
I'll
Morgan,
save
are
that one.
your
Take a little
Ellerdeer?
while. Morgan, are your Ellerdeer? Anyway, but I'm a little drained. I'm a little that took quite a bit out of me.
Is there
Now,
anything
these-
you are able to do? Because we are trapped in here and the smoke is rising.
Yep, it's starting to collect along the roof. I mean,
Yeah, I'm backing up.
Goes over to the door that Wyndon had unlocked.
Right.
And can I investigate it? I want to see if I think a knock spell will, if it's just a regular, so knock will suppress a magical lock for 10 minutes. And I want to try to do an arcana check to see if I think that will handle this force field or if the force field needs dispel magic.
Yeah, go ahead and just give me an arcana check. It's
24.
You buried it. Yeah, knock's not going to do it because this force field is even. Let's put it this way: even if on the other side, let's say if somebody's on the other side and they opened up the door, the force field would still be there.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Yeah.
The magic I have at my disposal will not quell this force field. I think we should look at the fire.
So the remaining doors there are not. You can't get to them because of this force field.
Correct. You can't even touch them.
That's not ideal.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, give me a Constitution saving throw.
If
I
only
don't,
we did.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Everybody but Wyndon, give me a Constitution.
Oh, that's all you had to do?
All right.
18.
19.
I should have used my inspiration on that.
Okay, so
Actually, you know what? That's a good call. I think I will use. Well, no, fuck it. I failed the con save.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Raleigh and Morgan and Wyndon both collapse.
Yeah. Quick question for you, Will. Do you make?
Sure.
Do we have to use inspiration before we roll, or do you allow us to use
Oh,
it?
after. Yeah, you can do it after.
Really?
Yeah, if you want to spend that, you can re-roll
Yeah.
or take your 23. I'll
I'll-
allow it.
okay, if you're allowed, I will use up one of my
Okay.
inspiration.
Is Morgan want to? You got one, man. I mean, Lee Kim. He's
Yeah, that's
saving
true.
Your ass.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody say thank you, Lee Kim.
Thank you, Lee
Lee
Kim.
Kim.
There
He
you
also
go.
gave
Go.
us one inspiration at the end of the other episode.
So
Oh yeah, I did. So you guys are sitting on 2.
Oh, not anymore. Not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And I don't think Talon, that So Raven guy is got any. I think you used them all up, didn't you?
No, I used one. I had 3.
You used one in the fight. Oh, you had 3.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
I had
that's
the
right,
one
'cause
you
you
gave
won.
me, and then I
Yeah.
got 2 from Lee Kim because I rolled highest.
Yeah, you won the roll off. Okay, so nobody falls yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, counter spell only works when somebody's casting a spell, right?
That is
Correct.
Because that would have helped. If
So Morgan is going to try to cast Control Flame on this and extinguish it.
Ooh, I like that idea.
And yeah, because I don't think. Let me read the spell. What does it say about magic flame? That's the only thing I'm worried about.
No, yeah, it's not magical flame.
Okay, that's what I figured. Okay, so that's a
can't-
really good idea. So what I will say is that it sort of like flickers and goes down a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
So it's basically at half of the intensity that it was before.
All right, so he's going to just keep trying to work that if he can.
Okay. Okay.
is there? I mean, those are those
remnants of
carpets
the
just
carpet.
those
You
rugs?
just thought of the same thing.
completely destroyed, or
They're burned up pretty bad. What are you going to do with them?
We're
I
gonna
would
try to smother the fire, right?
with a magic carpet?
Nice. Somewhere I hear Steppenwolf starting to play. Okay, so you guys go over, you grab the carpets. Now, before you get an attempt to do the carpets, I need some more Constitution saves.
Eh.
I know,
Okay.
right?
Yep. All right. Okay.
Oof! I'm gonna use my second
Looks like I'll be using an inspiration and get 17.
Okay.
That's better. 20.
And
And I have no more.
You going to
loot.
use your
I have-
last one there, Morgan?
no, I'm gonna save it.
Okay, so Morgan falls out. Falls to the floor.
All right, and then we'll just take whatever's left of these magic carpets
Uh-huh.
and try to smother this flame.
Okay, you start smothering the flame, and man, it would have been great if that flame was been able to have been smothered while it was half. But as soon as Raleigh fell out, the fire went right back up, and it's burning nice and bright. So this is basically what we're going to do is I want you both to just roll me a 20 attack. I want to
Like
see
a D20. basically?
D20 attack. I want to. I
No
want to see how.
bonuses. Just straight
Yep.
roll, right?
Yep,
Okay.
let's see it.
10.
Yeah. Here we
Okay.
go. Ugh.
Yeah, you guys are unable really to get it in to burn it up. I mean to
I rolled
smother
an
it.
18.
Oh,
plus
that's
my
good.
Attack, which would make it like a 19, 20.
Excellent. Okay, so yeah, you've got basically it's like the fire's being suppressed by that, but I need Constitution saving throws again.
We're all gonna die in here. That's cool. 'Cause there's no
16.
way.
12.
16 makes it. 12 does not make it, and 23 makes it. So Talon falls out.
I do have one more inspiration.
Okay, roll it.
I'm just gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it.
Do it.
I'm probably gonna roll like even lower.
No,
Nope,
you
19,
stay on your
that's
feet.
22,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
You guys can all attempt an attack again. So go ahead.
Yep.
There you go. D20.
Damn it. Nope.
18.
It's well.
Are you okay? Well, here's the D20 roll.
Even if I add something on here, it's not gonna matter.
Okay, it's the same thing. Basically, these guys aren't pulling up their end of the deal. Michael, they're all kind of like going, and you're like down in there, man. You're just like,
Like speaking to it in infernal, cursing
Yeah.
at it. Look up at them. What are
Yeah.
you people doing?
It's
like, "Oh,
hot. It's so
hot."
hot.
Get down here.
Okay, so basically, those carpets are now just burned to shit.
Yeah.
They're just
Alright.
burned to shit. And so I will give each and every one of you
Sofa cushions.
one action. What do you want to do before I have some more saving throws coming on?
I'm gonna start throwing sofa cushions.
So this
So you're going to stoke the
fireplace-
fire?
No, I'm gonna try to
fireplace
just
burns
use that to smother the magic sofa cushions.
Okay.
Is the fireplace itself affected by this wall of force?
Hard to say.
I mean, I'm right up against it. Do I see I'm laying in it with this magic carpet.
It definitely is
Force on the
surrounding
hearth?
yeah, it's on the hearth. Yeah. Now, whether it's inside all the way, you don't know.
I crawl right in.
You call right in?
Crawl right in.
Okay, so let's see here.
Luckily, I put
Okay, you take 12 points of burning damage.
Okay.
And yeah, it looks like it's all the way in there, dude. You're like his hair's going
And then I
Well, again,
come
we've
back
learned
out.
something.
Okay.
So that's the important thing.
Okay, winded.
And I heal myself.
Okay.
Do I get an attack with my cushion attack?
Yeah, go ahead. You could always nat 20 something. Go ahead.
Why not? Can't hurt to try.
Right?
13. Better than my other two, but not good enough.
That didn't do it. Okay.
I don't know what
Okay, give me some saves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can I banish myself?
wow.
That was
Wyndon falls out.
Yeah, that's
I'm out.
there's no overcoming that.
Alan falls out. Ash, you look at all these weaklings around you. They can't put out a fire. They can't make a saving throw. They're all just weak.
Can I touch the stone anywhere?
No,
That's what I'm looking for. I'm running over. I'm looking for a spot where I can touch stone.
no, unfortunately not. The force field is around all of that.
So it's floor, ceiling, just force field ever. I'm gonna fly up to the roof then.
Okay,
It's
to
you
the
said there
ceiling.
was rafters up there earlier. What are these rafters up here? I mean, is there anything that looks like they can be damaged, knocked down?
The force field's on that as well.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's fun.
So basically, as you're going through and inspecting, especially flying up, well, not flying up, but levitating like you do with your boots, getting up towards there, you get into the thick of it. So I need another con save.
Oh no!
And there it is. You succumb to the fumes and slowly float back down to the floor. As you land on the floor and the room gets filled with this sparkly purplish kind of smoke and what have you, the fire starts to die down till eventually goes out. And as it goes out, the smoke in the fog that's in the room starts to thin out. The humming that was now could be heard again once all the combat's done and people aren't running around goes boom, as the force field comes off of the walls. We see, let me get this out of here. As the camera...
Do we get another attempt at a con save to see if we wake up then as it's getting cleaner? And
No. You guys essentially are down and out for the count.
Methinks this was all part of his evil scheme all along.
The doors open up, and in walking into the room are Iusians that you've never seen before. But
to be fair, we've only seen a handful of Iusians.
You've seen.
The Talon's never seen one.
But for those who had been watching and listening to previous episodes, the Black Death Legion have particular types of uniforms that are much smarter and crisper than the regular Iusians. And a good dozen of those guys come walking into the room, followed by a very Weasley-looking thin wizard.
Are any of them Michael and Steve's character from?
No, but I wasn't thinking about that, but I should have. Huh? Okay, so and as they all come in, the camera like goes back. And it like lays down on the floor like where you guys are at, and you just start to see these people walking closer, and then to the point where all we see is boots, and then it fades to black. And that, even though it's early, that's where we're going to end the episode. Which, without having a break, we pretty much, we're probably close to the mark anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, right.
Wow, there it is. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, jeez. Well, you guys are unconscious. There was no death saves going on, so I think it's safe to say that you're not dead.
Well, yeah.
Yet. So, but that's about it. So. Hey, I want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in to the most awesomest 33rd episode of Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. A hell of a way to leave out.
Much better than our last 33rd episode.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
But not as good as the first 33rd episode, which is still.
That one was the best.
See, now you guys you see why I say that's so Raven. You see my inspiration. But yes, I want to say thank you for everybody for tuning in. We're going to go through the cast, have everybody say goodbye, tell you anything they want to say. Why don't we start off with Michael?
Hi.
Yeah. See how I did that? And see, a man of few words. He's very eloquent. Raleigh, if you had anything to say to anybody.
Check out Ravana coming on this Wicked Studios channel, Adam PL on YouTube, next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
We're back. Get excited.
Oh shit!
Point out
Michael,
that it's now
terrible.
27 below zero actual temp.
That's
See,
not
now
even
that's
wind chill.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
no.
what that is.
Oof.
You know what, Michael? For a split second, I thought about moving up there with you, man.
I'll visit in the summertime.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be out. I don't think it'll be thawed out by then, bro.
Actually, it can get over 100 degrees here in the summertime. So
Yeah. Well, there
That
you
sounds pretty good to me.
go. Yeah.
This
So,
really
who's all going to be in that show, Jers?
Yeah.
Some people, some other people. I can't be expected to know everybody's names.
That's true. You're a DM in that, so you've got a lot of responsibilities. So
yeah, it'll be good.
yeah,
Probably. I'm sure. Yeah.
yeah. Of course, it will be.
Yeah.
All right,
Go
Adam.
wrong.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam. You can see me here. You can see me on next Friday in Ravana, along with Will.
Oh yeah, Adam is in it. Right.
And I'm the only
Okay,
returning
wait,
player.
Will's in it too.
Yeah, from.
Totally forgot.
Yeah.
I told you I
would
can't
know
be
that?
expected to remember.
No,
Yeah.
we only solidified everything this afternoon.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Two of them are only family. It's what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
And then also check out YouTube/Mr. Atom PL for previous episodes of Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, along with the original episodes of Ravana. So find out what happened before. Also, keep an eye out in the next few months for my new web series called Super. And as a special treat, we also have what we call APB Film School, where we go behind the scenes of the making of Super and teach you how to make a web series with very little money, very little crew, yeah, it should be pretty good. So starting next week,
That's very cool.
the first episode will be up of that.
Yeah, that's actually going to be badass. I mean, seriously, if anybody's actually ever thought about making a video for YouTube, definitely tune in. I mean,
Yeah, so the first one we talk about story. The second episode, which I'll be filming over the weekend, will be talking about equipment.
Yeah, for sure.
And once we get into production, it'll be really cool because we'll see some behind the scenes footage as well as interviews with actors. So it'll be pretty neat.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Groovy. Hey, Steve, it's your turn, man.
Wow, it's really hard to go after Adam.
Isn't it though?
You can see me here on Tuesday evenings or whenever we're on YouTube. And that's about it, unless you somehow hack my webcam. So
There it is.
there you go.
I already hacked it.
You just thought that red light meant defective.
It just means Michael's watching.
He's like a naughty Santa Claus. Okay, so and I, of course, am Will DM, the Dungeon Master here for the Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, as I said, every Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm also the host of the Down Roll, which I did not record this week.
No, but you
promise.
said it
Still
right this
did.
time.
You just
promise.
You did promise you were going to do one.
Yeah,
last
you
week.
know what? I wrote stuff up for it, and I never did it. I would like to say that there was something super important and big that got in the way, but it didn't. So
It was just I didn't feel like doing it.
no, it wasn't that. It's more of an old guy who forgot to do something sort of deal.
That's also fair.
Yeah, like I remembered like a couple of times during the week. I'm like, oh shit, I got to do that. And then of course, like typical old guy fashion, I forgot like 2 minutes afterwards. And then
I don't think any of us can relate to that.
yeah,
It's-
yeah, I know it happens. It happens.
Take your phone out and say, "Hey Siri, I need a reminder."
I don't know who this lady is.
Just talk.
Little known fact: if you ask Siri to play D&D with you, she will. That's very true.
Hey
Try it
Siri, play D&D with me. I don't have it set up. Hey Siri, play D&D with me.
Break Me by the Lemonheads now playing.
Oh, she's playing some fucking Lemonheads, man. There we go.
See, that's Adam's phone.
Yeah,
That's
she
Adam's
knows what's
phone.
what.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, so I will have a new episode coming up of the Down Roll sometime here in the near future. I will be also.
She's playing it on 2 separate phones too. That's
You'll need
even
to
better.
unlock your
Yeah. We do have
Damn.
we do have auditions coming up. You can watch one of the live auditions this Saturday the 9th, I think it is.
What are we
correct?
auditioning for?
For cast members for an upcoming stream.
Whoa.
Don't
Ooh,
you know?
exciting.
Another. That'll be
Yes.
3 streams.
Shut the
lot
front
of
door,
streams.
right? I know.
Wow.
And if you were in the Denver area over the weekend of the 23rd or the 24th, there are
Right.
still spots available.
This is February we're talking, I imagine.
Yes, I'm sorry, February. I will be hosting, running a Return to the Bandit Kingdoms one-shot. And you can participate in that. And what happens at the convention game does become canon for the Bandit Kingdoms area. So
Cool.
that's-
Oh, very cool.
yeah. So what you do does matter. So, and that's about it. That's all I got going on for right now. But again, I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in very much. We always appreciate it. And thank you, Lee Kim, for throwing the bits at us. And they used them very wisely, I got to say. But
I
eventually,
still have mine
We
left.
wasted them, frankly, because you were going to
Yeah,
knock us
man,
out
it's,
regardless.
yeah. No, I wasn't. There was a way to get
Yeah.
out. There were ways to get out. Unfortunately, you just.
How were we going to get out?
Well, technically, if both of you, if you would have had 2 successful attacks on the fire at once, it would have sequenched it.
Yeah,
And he was correct. The fire was connected to the force field.
yeah.
Mm.
We just had
And
bad
you guys
rolls.
you had bad rolls on
Bad
it.
rolls,
No, you
yeah.
could
So
have
it goes.
happened. Yeah. So it is what it is. So hey,
Awesome.
that is
Well, thank you, everyone.
yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, but thank you. We'll see you next Tuesday, and peace out.
Oh shit! I'm so excited about all
What?
this. I forgot to set up
You forgot
the end credits.
See how he is. I love him anyway. But you
Now and I love you. That was a sweet moment.
Yeah.
On that, we're gonna end.
Later,
Good night,
some morning.
folks. We're gonna go sit on a love seat and watch the
Goodbye.
magical fire.
There you go.